You have no idea who's going to finish there. Way too many possibilities at this time to determine. And there's the bell. Looks like we'll get thing going with British Columbia lead. Timothy Mason setting down his mat and throwing his cat.
Excited for a really good game this afternoon there, Johnny.
Grant, how does it feel to be joining you?
It feels really, really good there, Michael, or Jonathan. Sorry, Michael just left. He was pretty choked. I've got the boot for this afternoon, but we'll get him back on fairly shortly.
And Timothy Mason with his first bowl playing his backhand. A very beautiful delivery, stroking it down the green. And he's coming up just short of the cat.
Very nice start.
Nice start by Timothy.
He'll be happy with that. Peter Mock delivering the pizza bowl down the green. Looking like he's just going to slip by Tim Mason here and give his team a fairly good back bowl here, about 2.5 feet behind the cat.
2.35 feet behind the cat there.
Precisely. Tim's back. And
Timothy throws it again.
Quickly. He's a little bit wide here. We'll see if it turns down to Peter's bowl on a beautiful bowl.
Oh, absolutely stunning bowl there.
Oh my goodness, that is a great start.
That's exactly what you're looking for from your lead. Placing that right beside the cat. Peter's coming down with his pumpkin-colored bowls. And he's awful close.
He's fairly close here.
He is awful close,
keep running.
But he just does not have enough mustard on that one.
Just matches Tim's bowl up in the front
Didn't
here.
have quite enough lunch there, Grant, and unfortunately not enough.
Should have had another quiche, I think.
Yep, another piece of toast. Would have done it for him there.
We've got the wily veteran Joe up for BC.
He's coming down the backhand as well. This one's got some mustard on it as well. Is it going to turn? Just doesn't want to come down. He's going to slip behind.
Gets the best back for his team. For a second, you know, that's a very good bowl to start off with. You don't want to be dropping it short, so to just slide past to get the best back is a very good play by the wily vet.
Now we've got David Cox with his Toronto Blue Jays hat throwing the green bowls. He's going to come down Emerald Road here, and he has found the bowl and slid in. What a great shot. What a shot.
Great start for this afternoon game. A very big match for both teams.
You know, Grant, I'm very excited. We've got 8 elite bowlers here in Canada going head-to-head, and I think we're going to see one of the matches of the century.
It's a barn burner for sure. Right from beginning to end, I can feel it.
Joe's got some mustard on this. Did he get it? He got it. What a bowl.
Great
shot. What a bowler.
My goodness, these teams have really come to play bowl after bowl there.
This looks like a heavyweight boxing match already, Grant, when they're coming out swinging.
They're driving it on there.
Left uppercut after left uppercut.
Dave Cox is going to try and tickle the kitty on his next one here.
He's a little bit outside, though.
That's not a bad bowl again from the second. Gets it behind. Good position. Who knows if it'll come into play. A good back bowl can change the entire complexion of an end.
And a game, Grant, as you know. You could tell us your story about the New Brunswick game right now, Grant, where you had that perfectly placed back bowl on your first bowl at the end. You already knew it was coming, so you threw it to the ditch because you knew where the jack was going to be. And you ended up getting the victory for Team Saskatchewan on that one.
I felt the foreshadow in my bones, John, and you know, some would have said that's a pretty bad bowl to throw it 45 feet heavy and rest the plinth, but you know what? In the end, it came up shot after a couple movements of the jack and some fortuitous bounces.
Look at this, Grant. Look at this. Oh, not quite enough. What a line, though.
My goodness, that was close. Like I said, a couple fortuitous bounces, and without that bowl, we would have been in a completely different spot, wouldn't we, Jonathan?
Absolutely. You changed the complexion of this week, Grant, with that bowl.
Without that bowl, we would have been sitting on the back burner.
Patrick Bird now playing his forehand, one of the few left-handers we're going to see today.
A very good bowler on the Canadian national team.
He's got a nice stroke. He's got some speed. Looks like he's going to trail the kitty.
Oh.
Yes, he does. He trails the kitty over to his green.
And a little tickle.
Tickled the kitty right there. Didn't quite swallow it, but he tickled it.
And I think that was just enough to get his team shot.
Derek Kaufman now up the mat. It's going to his forehand. This will be the first bowl we've seen down the opposite end all game.
Derek, don't call me Sneezer, Kaufman.
He's got some speed. He likes it.
He's
chasing it.
Down.
He's chasing it. He splooges the kitty off. He wanted to swallow it. He didn't want to splooge it there, Grant.
Unfortunate
I'm not sure that's what they were
result with
looking
the little
for.
splooge there. He really wanted to swallow that kitty up and bring
I
it
believe
with
it's
him.
going to
put him
be
in
3
his back
shots to
pocket.
Alberta right now. That's an unlucky break.
Looks to me like they're being surrounded by the pepperoni pizza, followed by the meatball sub in the back, and the green emerald on the right. Pat Bird delivering his second of 2 bowls in this first end of what is sure to be a semifinal, even though it's just
Patrick Bird with a beauty right there.
Oh my goodness.
Laser accuracy right there. You just can't stop what you can't see, and that was an unbelievable shot by Pat Bird.
If he wasn't so contained, I bet that Pat would be showing us the guns a-blazing right now. He's probably doing it in his head as we speak.
Looks to be like there's 4 for Alberta right now. So we're going to have to see what the Sandman, Steve Santana, can do here to change things up.
Robbie Law doing some fantastic camera work for us, giving us the greatest angles we can possibly
Thank you very
imagine.
much, Robert Law.
Very good work. You know, at this point in the week, he is a wily veteran on the camera with 2.5 games experience. Here's the Sandman with his first delivery. He's got some speed.
He's awful close.
He wants to take this pace.
He's awful close.
Oh, and onto the meatball sub, but just a tickle.
Believe he's down 3 still. Great try by Santana. He's opened it up for his next.
3 or 4 for the very experienced team from Alberta, as Lyle Adams rumbles down the green to deliver his
Grant,
first
I was
bowl.
speaking with Lyle earlier this week. He told me he has over 50 years of experience lawn bowling.
That is incredible. That's at least 2.5 times my age. Very,
Grant, I
very
think you're
nice.
22, so I don't think that's 2.5 times, but I understand what you're trying to say.
I know, you're the accountant, John. I barely passed grade 10 math, so I'll believe you on this one.
Grant Wilkie, funny as always. And here's Lyle with the backwards cap, tossing her down the green.
He makes sure that he really gets in the zone by turning his cap backwards. I think it really helps
This
him.
has got some mustard. It looks like he's going to slip just behind. Nice position bowl in case the Sandman comes with a little bit of gas on his last one as well.
You know, the Sandman, he's a very, very steady bowler with lots of experience at the junior under 25 men's level in Canada as well as internationally.
Not to mention at the major stage. He is absolutely no stranger. That's the word I'm looking for,
There you
Grant.
go. I
to
knew
the
you'd
majors.
come with it eventually. He really revels in the pressure. He has a very solemn face. Looking for a great bowl here. And he gets into his strange stance, but effective. Let's see what he has.
The other left-hander we're going to see strokes it down. It's a nice stroke.
Very nice stroke.
He's watching it. He does not like it,
Ooh,
though.
that's
He must be
fairly
narrow,
narrow.
Grant. Yes, he is. And this is not the start that BC's looking for.
He's very lucky
Looks
not
like
to
it's
bump
going to
in
be a
another
big
there.
end for Alberta, unless they have some sort of momentous blunder here on their last bowl.
Not
I
a
believe
great
it's going to
start.
be 3 or 4 to Alberta.
You know, with 50 years experience, I can't imagine Lyle would make a bad decision here. And he's probably going to play the same side and try to tickle the kitty for one
I don't
more.
even think he wants to tickle it, Grant. I think he's just going to try and nestle up to the meatball sub there for 2.
That
For
would
a
be
second one
very-
there, he could even just find his pumpkin bowl there, and that's all he needs to do.
As long as he-
Very large diameter
Hey.
for him to draw in here, and these extra points are very important in these key matches.
Lyle can get
So
in
you know
there.
he's going to take it seriously.
If he can get in there around the produce section, I think
Lyle wants
he'll
to
be
know
fairly
where
good.
Jack High is, as he wants to drop his bowl right down there. So now he steadies for delivery.
And the release.
And he strokes it. He likes it. He likes it a lot.
Let's see if it comes down. It seems a little bit wide. Let's see if he can rumble.
Not quite enough mustard. Looks
know,
like Lyle forgot to eat his lunch as well.
You know, he would have liked to have that one, but I'm
Another
sure
piece
they'll
of
take
quiche
the
and he would have had it.
3 or 4. Let's wait for the results from the scorekeeper here. One of our great volunteers this week.
So many. We get too many to count, Grant.
Way too many to
But
count.
what a great championship they put on for us.
If I had more hands, I would definitely try and count, but 10 fingers just isn't enough.
I don't even think your fingers and toes would do enough. And it was a 4 for Alberta.
Wow.
What a big end. That is not the start BC was looking for, but they do have 17 ends to rebound.
That is true.
Lots of time.
They can definitely try and score more than 4 in those 17 ends. So they'll be just fine.
Just like to give a quick shout out to Stella back at home, listening, watching the game.
Very good hound dog of John's.
How are you,
Many
Stella?
times.
Stella, are you there? Just wanted to say hello.
Good dog.
Indeed she is. That's my 8-year-old golden Labrador retriever.
Yeah. My memory precedes me. I think that Stella's probably watching the Chicago Blackhawks' big win.
She may be as well, yes. I definitely have that tape back at home.
I know you have all their wins on PVR, all the way from...
The 2010, their first final. Yes. Here's the first bowl of the end from Peter. It's a little bit spicy. He's going to hope to hang on there in the back. And he will slide right to the ditch board, but not in. It could
Put
be a
couple
valuable
extra
bowl.
chili peppers on that pizza on that one.
Timothy's playing his backhand, stroked it well. Looks to be a little bit light, though.
I think so, too. Oh, he's not going to like that result.
Just 3.5 feet light there. It's currently lying 1.
Peter Mock is going to want to pounce on Timothy Mason here and try and nestle the kitty.
You know, Peter, he's a very athletic fellow. You can tell with that delivery that you know he keeps high level of fitness.
For someone that can get down so low, you must really have a great training regimen.
Yes, I imagine he probably runs miles a day.
At least miles.
Probably in some yoga and whatnot to keep the athleticism.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you can maintain flexibility, especially if you want to play for a very, very long time in the sport, as you can.
Of course, Tim is no stranger to athleticism as well. Former professional hockey player Timothy Mason, and currently still has a very, very strong athletic regimen. Lots of stretching, lots of athleticism, lots of muscle building exercises.
Peak physical fitness is the way I'd put it.
Yes, he is. He's a physical specimen.
That's for sure.
And here's David Cox in his Toronto Blue Jays hat. Very happy with the way the Jays have been playing lately, he told me. Says they need to keep on trucking because they're awful close to the playoffs for the first time in over 20 years.
They're only a few games back, if I'm not mistaken. You know, they've had a couple
Currently
losses.
clinging to that wild card spot as well.
Yeah. They want to catapult themselves to a whole nother level if they can.
Working to try and electrify the city of Toronto there, just like the Jays have been in the recent weeks. Here's Joseph Hunt, currently Timothy Mason, long shot, approximately 1.8 feet behind the cat. He's going to try and build on that. Delivers it down on his backhand. Looks to be a fairly well-weighted bowl. Probably going to come up just a little bit short.
Oh, but that'll be a very useful bowl.
It's actually very well-weighted, but it just didn't find the right line. Must have caught a little bit of a ridge out there, Grant.
That one probably won't come into the count unless Alberta has a catastrophic end.
David's going to try and improve on his first bowl, which was not very good. But he's going to make the adjustment because that's what a fine bowler does. And looks like he's actually replicated his bowl.
Oh my, that is not the result that he was looking for.
Must have had something in his eye there, Grant.
Maybe even both his eyes. It's very hard to see when you have something in both your eyes.
And Joe's Hunt second here. He's going to try and come in there. He's got a lot of weight on this one. It's going to come to the back, but that's not a bad bowl if it stays.
Oh,
And it will.
Matches Peter Mock's ball that he threw
As
earlier.
Alberta has 3 bowls very far in the back. And here's Pat Bird. He's ready. Pat Bird. Pat Bird is the word.
That's what they say. They also call him the Soaring Eagle. Pat the Soaring Eagle Bird is his name. And lawn bowls is his game. He practices 3 to 4 hours a day. Pretty much every day if he can. We've been told that Stella back at home is really enjoying this game so far. Very, very nice bowls have been rolled so far.
Grant, would you like to do the honors? We've got something on there to talk about for
Well,
you.
in a few months here, I'll be heading off to Australia to compete in my 2nd straight World Under-25 Championships in Broad Beach, Australia. I'm looking for all the support I can get from people all across Canada and across the globe. So if you would like to support me in my endeavors, I'm holding a fundraiser which includes 2 sets of bowls from Taylor, donated by MVP Sports, a great, great sponsor. They're wonderful people. Dan Milligan has helped me a lot in the past. He donated 1 set of bowls to me when I won the junior championships in 2011, I believe. And from then on, he's just been a wonderful gent. We really, really appreciate all his support. And he's a great sponsor for the juniors. Very, very good man.
And I strongly would recommend you guys to help Grant out there, as it is quite a costly trip over the pond there, and our young bowlers need as much help as they can get to keep increasing their level, and so that they can play on a strong level at the international stage. Grant,
if you'd like to purchase a raffle ticket for a fundraiser, my email is down below on the screen there. You can email me and I can mail them out to you as soon as I can. You can send me a check, money order, bits of string, whatever you can afford. And if not, then you can also go by e-transfer and send money right into my email account, which is very advanced for these days.
That's $5 a ticket, or my personal favorite, 20 tickets for $100.
That is a great amount, and that's very generous of you, John. Thank you for the $400 that you've donated so far.
I do what I can, Grant. You're a great friend and even a better bowler, and I do everything I can to support.
You're going to have a great
people.
chance at winning those bowls with that many tickets. I highly recommend, if anyone would like to beat out John in this endeavor, then you would maybe even purchase more. Give yourself a better chance of winning.
Still 1 for BC in our feature match right now, sitting behind the cat approximately 1 foot. Steve's going to try and add to it. He's got a fairly good line. This has looked like a good bowl.
Oh, the Sandman, Steve Santana with the great bowl.
I believe that they'll be lying 2 now. Miles going to have to try and change that with his last.
Those 2 bowls are a pretty juicy blocker. If
Lyle can just come with a couple of extra feet of weight here and rest on those bowls, just like a park bench, and he'll be lying shot. Lyle seems to be narrow, though.
Ooh.
And he's going to slide past. That's going to open up the door for Steve Santana to answer with a big 3 here to get right back into this match.
Lyle's not impressed with himself as he flips his cap forwards. My counterpart, Priscilla Westlake, is also trying to raise some funds to come with me for this trip in Australia.
Grant, let's just watch this last bowl here first. Here, I think that's the most important thing to do right now. Steven Santana delivering the bowl. Looks to Lee like he's got a little bit short. Is it going to run enough? Yes, it will. Great bowl by Steven. That is a huge 3. 2 majestic bowls by Steven to get his team back in this match just like that. And they answer the 4 from Alberta and the Force with a 3 of their own. And Grant, now you would like to talk about your good friend and fellow compatriot Priscilla. We need to make sure that everybody knows that this isn't just for Grant. This is also for Priscilla, as both of them will be representing us early next year in Australia.
This is Priscilla's 2nd time as well in 2 straight years representing her country in Australia. I met Priscilla about 4 or 5 years ago, and we both hold a spot in the national development team. So we're hoping to continue our success internationally with some big wins for Canada, and we're very, very proud to play for our country.
Any support you can give to Priscilla and Grant would be much appreciated. Starting the 3rd end, Timothy Mason has thrown a bowl jack high. Very nice start.
Me and Priscilla are going to be playing mixed pairs in Australia too, so we're going to try and do our best there. We've never played together, but we'll give it a shot.
I think you guys will be close. You'll be trucking hard. I believe in you.
I think we'll be awful close too.
Nice weighted bowl there by Peter, but a little bit wide. Still 1 to Timothy Mason. Mason with a nice stroke on his 2nd. It's coming down. It's coming down with a little bit of gas on this one. He's going to bounce it on, but slide in behind. That's a great bowl by Tim.
Almost perfect
Ducks
bowl.
behind cover.
Gives him a great back bowl and a good shot behind the jack. Those are really hard to get to. Let's see what Peter can do here.
See if Peter can correct his line, because he had a great weight on that first. Still a little bit wide. That's a good bowl as he corrected his line.
It's a very good 2nd.
Joseph Hunt now, also wearing a Blue Jays hat. Lots of support for those Jays this week. Let's one go. It's very well weighted. It's all on the line now. Is he going to find that pumpkin bowl? Oh, just missed it. I thought he was going to carve that pumpkin.
Very, very good try today.
David Cox again. With his nice green bowls. Nice delivery by Dave.
I really like the color on those bowls, John. I might have to get a set of my own.
I agree. Green is the color.
And football is the game. Don't you hear?
If you're from Saskatchewan and follow the CFL, yes, indeed.
I hear you're not a Saskatchewan Rough Rider fan, though, John. You support the BC Lions.
Yes, always got to support the Lions there, Grant. So the Pumpkin Bulls might be the ones for me. Joe's second coming down. Seems to be caught on that wide ridge. I'm not sure if it's going to come in. It's going to slide just off of Peter's bull there. Very close between those three bulls. I'm not sure who's counting right now.
Now
Very close.
BC is going to want to get another bull on the head here. They only have one sitting there behind. And
Yes, Grant, I think for BC on their next, they're just going to be looking to either land the green bull or even pick the jack up and slide it back to Tim's bull just by the jack. But Dave's going to try and get another one in here. He looks to be light, though. Not sure if that's going to get there. It's going to come up about a yard short. That might be in the line, though.
Dave Cox trying
Could
to
change the
usher his
complexion of
bull
this
on,
end.
giving it a good come on, trying to get it up there. As much as we try to call on our bulls, sometimes I don't think it helps. But
I
if you
don't
yell,
think it helps, but it makes us feel better, Grant.
if you yell loud enough and strong enough, you know, in the heart of hearts, I think you might be able to get it there sometimes.
Derek Kaufman stepping up first. Playing his backhand. Nice stroke. Very nice stroke down the... They're watching intently at the other end. This looks to be close. You want to find that bull and land it? That is a phenomenal shot. What a
Perfect
bull. Absolutely. I don't think you could do any better right there.
My goodness, what a bull.
That's the definition of perfection, and it's 2 to BC right now. Pat Bird's going to need to try and bounce back after that great shot.
And the
Nice
release.
stroke there by Pat. Seems to be a little wide. I'm not sure if this is going to come down for him, Grant.
Seems to be a little bit of a run holding those bulls out
If
there.
he gets a nice wick inside, that might be second shot.
It's a very, very good second by Pat Bird.
Derek's going to want to replicate his last bull. Just punch out the meatball sub there and lie 3. Doesn't like it. Must have been a little bit wide. And it's going to slide past everything and go to the back.
You know, having a good back bull like that is never a bad thing. So, as much as he doesn't prefer that, at least it's not a chunker in front.
Pat comes again. Lays down a nice stroke on the forehand.
Almost robotic delivery, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Great movement. Very consistent man. A little bit wide. And nothing changes. It's still 1 to BC currently. I think they're still going to be looking to try and land that meatball sub there, Grant, and just flip in for 3.
Looks mighty juicy just sitting off to the side there. I'm more of a tuna fish kind of guy.
Sandman going to pick up his bull. Eyeing up his target. He's going to step on the mat and lay down a nice
Santana
stroke.
has ice in his veins. Utter focus and
This
determination
isn't the
for the
first
win.
league game for Steve. He's played many in his life, so you know he's going to play well. He always gets up for these games. Seems to have caught that ridge a little bit high as well. He's going to go into the cluster. Doesn't change much there.
No, he landed a meatball sub there, but not
What
the,
he
not
does,
the correct
what
one.
that bull does do is if he can find Lyle's bull with his next, he could push it out for 4s. I believe he did wick in for 4th shot. So
That would
Lyle's
be a
going to want to
big,
get a
big
second bull in the head here because it could be dangerous if Steve could make a conversion on his last.
We've had some very, very tight heads so far, only in the third end, but this is some
To be
phenomenal
expected.
bowling.
To be expected. With so much on the line and 2 great teams, you know you're going to see some great bowling. That's why we're going to be on the edge of our seat for all 18 ends, Grant.
Jonathan and I
Lyle
are
means
awaiting
business.
our opponents.
He's turned his hat around backwards, which means he means business. He's actually coming the other way, which we haven't seen much of this end.
Beforehand, let's see what he can do.
Seems to be well weighted. It's all on the line.
He's fairly close.
Tickled the cat. What a
right
bowl.
to the meatball sub.
That's a
What
great shot
bowler.
by Lyle. Unbelievable bull. Now they're down 1.
The eagle has landed that jack. Pat Bird's ball just nestling it behind.
Steve looking for some information from his teammates. I believe he's just going to try and punch out that bull as they still are sitting probably 2 or 3 seconds.
I think Tim's instructing him to give it fairly close to draw weight. Just try and roll it over. Rest it for 1 or 2 if they can. But that bowl is very well positioned on the back of the cat.
Yes, and Lyle's last bowl is actually in a great position. As if Steve is a little bit too aggressive, it's probably going to shoot to the right there. And Lyle will still be shot with his first bowl. Steve's gotten a little bit high. This one's not going to come down.
Oh, he gets caught on that ridge again, and he is not pleased with that result.
Lyle's lighting one, and I'm anticipating him will switch his hand here and just try and draw down to that red bowl for second shot.
He doesn't want to be too aggressive here, but on that that narrow ridge, you know, there's a little hole. It'd be very hard to give it away.
If he switches to the backhand here, Grant, though, I think he'll be safe.
Yeah, definitely. With that hold on the outside, I think
and he's got those bowls to use just to tickle his way in for second shot.
Yeah. He just wants to nestle in between the meatball sub and the Sandman's big red bowls.
I think they've called a timeout to discuss what they need to do here. They'll bring in their coach. No, they did not call a timeout.
Not this time.
It's just a strategy session to make sure that they know what they want to play here. As this is a big bowl.
Lyle looking very somber here. He knows what he needs
Change the
to
hat,
do.
though. That means he means business.
There he goes.
He's sticking to the forehand. Looks like he's just going to try and nestle in beside for a second. That looks to be narrow, the bowl. I'm not sure if this is going to change anything.
Just a touch. We'll see what happens. And
Yes,
he
he's
comes
pulled
up
it
light as
inside.
well.
That will be 1 to Alberta, making it 5-3 after 3 ends of play.
Very, very tight match so far, as we expected. As I said earlier, we were waiting our opponents. And if you asked us, I don't think we could choose 2 better teams to have the opportunity to play in the gold medal match.
No, Grant, we had 2 phenomenal matches with these guys this week, with Alberta nipping us 18-16 just last evening. And early in the week, we had a great matchup with BC as well, with us up 6, I believe it was, coming home. But Steve, with having the last bowl, actually had a chance to tie it. I believe the final in that game was only a 2 or 3 point win for us as well.
I think so.
So we're going to get a great match with no matter who wins this. These are just 2 battle-tested teams with some great bowlers.
We were definitely shaking in our boots for that one, knowing Steve is a phenomenal bowler and he has the potential to make some excellent shots.
Lyle seems to be checking to make sure that the jack is regulation size. He seems to be okay with it. No, he's still not okay with it. Now he likes it. Just a reminder early in the game that we have some gift certificates to hand out at the end of the match to the bowler of the game. So everybody tuning in, please let us know who you think the bowler of the match is. And we'll tally your votes, and at the end of the match, we'll announce the winner and give them their $50 gift certificate, and we'll have an interview with them.
In the early sections of the game, in your opinion, who do you think is the best bowler so far?
I think they've all been great so far.
I would have to agree with you, Jonathan.
Can't pick just one right now.
Not quite
No
yet.
one has emerged as an overwhelming favorite to me, Grant.
Tim Mason will really put his bid in with this bowl.
Oh, he tickled the cat there.
Just
nice
a little
bowl
nibble.
by Tim.
Peter Mock with his low crouch, ready to deliver.
Look at the athleticism. Just a great delivery.
That is fantastic.
And here comes the pumpkin.
Seems to be a tad behind.
He's found Tim's bowl and rolled out. Timothy lays down a nice second stroke. Weight looks good. Line looks good. Looks like a great bowl. Well done.
Very nice.
Slides just past a couple of feet. It's right where you want them from your lead there.
Yep. You're not looking for anything in front. Kind of want something around the jack in the count, or at least behind the jack. If you can get some position,
delivers his first.
you're gonna be in a better shot.
It's awful close here. I think he's got the ridge though, and it's going to slide by.
We played on this rink earlier on in the week. There,
Yes, Grant, I found it was actually a good rink.
It was fairly nice, yeah, with that.
Nice
that
draw on
ridge,
both
though.
hands.
Definitely got us on a couple.
You know, the artificial has been tricky at times this week. I've found that the grass greens might be a little bit, well, the pace is a little slower. I've been a little bit truer.
Joe trying to get it right up to there,
that's a
ushering
great
it up.
Bowl. Just 1 foot short. Great bowl.
Shot ball there. Joe Hunt.
Right in front of the cat. Dave's going to need to try and answer. His team's in a bit of a precarious situation early.
And he plops the ball down into the grass as it rolls down the green. almost being camouflaged.
A little bit heavy, but if he's got the right line, something could happen. No, he's going to slide just past. Might have stuck around for second shot, though.
That is a very good second shot.
Joe's sticking with his forehand by the looks of it here.
The wily veteran with a smooth release.
I think he's a little bit light. I don't think this one's going to have the mustard.
His team is trying to usher it on, but again, comes up quite short. Might come into play as a good blocker later on in the end. We'll see.
Pat Bird stepping onto the mat. The current national team member from Alberta, who will be representing us in New Zealand later this year. Lays down a very, very nice stroke.
Wow, almost elegant, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Great stroke. And he's going to get a
close.
great result. What a bowl. Still down the one as he bumped Joe's in.
Definitely makes it better for his team, though.
Yes, they now has 2 seconds. Whoa, someone's been throwing things behind us here. Let some commotion come in
Very
here.
aggressive.
We need to be careful.
We're going to have to get security to come down and deal with this individual. Maybe have them ushered off the premises. Michael Petulli has taken over on the camera. His majestic beard flowing in the wind. A very, very fine gentleman. Also accompanying us in the gold medal game tomorrow afternoon, which should be quite the nail biter.
A little bit short for Derek. At this time, we'd like to say a big hello out to the West Vancouver Lawn Bowling Club, who has gathered this afternoon to watch the match. Still mourning back home.
That is
We
excellent.
thank you very much for coming out.
Great to hear. Had a great time at that lawn bowling club a couple of years ago at the
Just
Nationals.
2 years ago, they did a wonderful job of hosting, much like Willowdale is doing a great job this week.
It's been a great event. Only a stone's throw from the hotel, which really helps with the commute and allows
Yes,
us
Grant,
to
just a beautiful-
take a little bit of a rest
Beautiful,
between
beautiful
games if we
environment
need.
here. Here's Derek second. Could have tried and draw in a second. His weight looks good. His weight looks good. Can he slide in? Yes, he can.
What
Great
a
bowl. What a
Rests
bowl.
right
That's a
behind
peach
the
right
kitty.
there. That's a peach.
Excellent bowl by the Coffinator.
I think we may need to talk to Dave Cox here. Ask him to give Tim his hat, as the 3 BC members all are wearing Blue Jays hats, with just Tim Mason missing the Blue Jays hat. And the only member of Alberta team wearing a Blue Jays hat is Dave.
He looks kind of out of place, don't you think?
Yeah,
Maybe
if we could make a little trade there, we could have 4 matching hats. I know Tim likes the sunglasses and doesn't wear a hat very often, so maybe that's why.
he likes to keep his hair in fine form.
Much like you, Grant, I see. You're a hair guy as well.
Yes,
Very stylish.
I want to make sure that I keep with the times, and make sure that my locks are flowing and graceful.
Yes, that's why you got the nickname the Stallion, because you have a nice mane.
Currently, I do have a beautiful mane. The mullet is back this summer.
Lyle's coming in. He's coming in hot. He's going to get a bang and a bam.
Oh,
But I don't think he's changed anything. Just tickled both bowls. I believe it is still 2 to BC.
Bippity
Lyle does
boppity
not like
boo,
that
and
result.
Lyle Adams just
He threw
rolls through the head.
Threw a nice bowl, but just didn't get the result. It's certainly going to be 1, maybe a measure for 2 right now.
I'd like to thank the fine folks from Mill Street for providing us with refreshments throughout the week.
Some
Organic
refreshments.
and ready
yes.
to drink.
Here
That's their
comes the
slogan.
Sandman's first bowl. He'll also be heading off to New Zealand later this year to represent Canada, current national team member. Him and Pat Byrne are enemies now, but could be teammates.
I
in
am
that
very,
tournament.
very happy with the selections this year, Jonathan. It'll be a great team that'll represent us overseas.
Steve's going to show us here why he's heading overseas. Watch this bowl. Just that slips just past.
Gives a very good coverage next to those 2 Alberta bowls between.
Yes, in case
Lyle
there could be
Adams
some
and the
cat
pizza
movement,
bowl.
as Lyle definitely was not light on his last.
No, he's looking to get a good result with a little bit of weight.
Very interesting if you look a few greens over there, Grant, that looks like Malcolm White has made an arrival. And
Oh,
not just to
look at
watch,
that.
looks like he's playing.
Oh my goodness, that is a turn of events.
Malcolm White is playing, ladies and gentlemen.
Earlier on the week, I knew that their skip was feeling a fair bit ill, but you know, maybe
The
it
Ontario A
took a
men's
turn
forced
to
skip,
for
yes.
the worst.
Looks like he's a little bit under the weather today, so they have brought in the veteran national teamer Malcolm White. Looks like he'll be playing vice today with team member Stephen Miller bumping his way up to skip. Both of them have under 25 experience, and I'm sure their team's not going to miss a beat.
As he points to the camera.
Milkman saying hello on his way down.
Yeah. Trying to deliver the milk today. And he won't deliver it late, that's for sure. A very, very good bowler.
Here comes Lyle. He's playing some hot weight, so Steve's bowl may come into plate. I don't think anything's going to change. He looks a little narrow.
Oh,
It's
and
gone
through
through.
the exact same hole, almost an identical bowl by Mr. Lyle Adams. He is not pleased with that. He knows that he can do better. I've seen him do much better as well. He's going to be reeling after that one. Sandman.
Sandman with a chance here. Take the lead on a well-placed bowl.
He's going to look to draw this in.
Nice
and
stroke
just
there.
nestle himself against the kitty.
Very nice
He
stroke.
wants to be the big spoon here.
Seems to be perfect weight. It's just a question if he's got the line. He's hit it in. That will
that
work.
will
What a
do
bowl
it.
from Santana.
Wow, that is
What a
incredible.
bowl.
The double high five.
Team showing their appreciation for that bowl, and I see why.
They are
That's a
very,
great
very
bowl.
happy on that one.
At least 2 for BC now, and they're going to do a quick measure for 3. But from my eye, it looks to be 3.
Pat Bird's steady hand will come out here, trying to stretch that measure to prevent a third shot from being entered. But from here, it looks like it may be 3.
You know, Pat's a noble guy. He's not going to be stretching that measure. He's down there, and he's going to do a great job.
Very good on the correction, John. Pat is...
Yes, this it is. Looks to be 3. And BC takes a 6-5 lead after 4 ends. 4 ends of slobber knocking bowls.
He wants to take a second look, as Tim Mason calls early that it is 3, but Pat is not quite sure.
Must be awful close, Grant.
We want to make sure that we're not ahead of the game, as an umpire may be called. We'll see what the verdict is here, as Pat tries a second time.
3 big ones indeed,
3
Grant.
it is. Tim very confident that it was 3, but Pat just wanted to make sure a second time. And BC takes the lead for the first time in this game as Tim Mason delivers the kitty. And what a delivery. Tim Mason has played for Canada multiple times over the past years, playing in the Commonwealth Games.
Just last year, indeed.
That would have been quite the experience, don't you think, John?
Yes, indeed. That's the pinnacle of bowls for us. Nice start from Tim. Looks to be just past the cat.
His skip's going to be happy with that one. This team, they have a very, very good relationship that has gone back many, many years. Most of them hang out together in the off season.
Good friends, yes.
Very good friends. And that makes it easy to be good teammates, doesn't it, John?
Yes, indeed. They have a very strong bond along with another one of our friends back in BC, Jeffrey Pershik. They all like to play together, and they're all great friends and all phenomenal lawn bowlers.
I think Jeff has been tuning in this afternoon, and we thank him for that. Hello, Jeff, if you're watching.
Tim.
Stand-up guy, realtor in the Vancouver area.
Tim lays down a nice second one, looking to match Peter's bowl. He's got great line. Looks to be just short, but a good bowl.
What a bowler.
I think that's still going to be the shot, about 1 foot short of the cat.
Very, very nice by Timothy.
Peter's going to try and answer this now. He's changed his hand. He's going to go with the forehand. Great delivery. Down the green it goes. Seems to be a high and wide with a little bit of extra weight. Yes, that's a spicy meatball right there to the back.
Little extra sauce on that pizza, don't you say?
Yes, looks like Steve's calling for a couple of yards of weight from Joe to either land the pumpkin bowl, currently second shot, or slide into the back for position. Joe's giving it that weight that's needed.
Quite a bit of weight too. I hope
That
that
may
it
actually
stays
go
on.
to the ditch.
They're going to hope that this can stay on and catch a little bit of grass.
And it just hangs on the back. That could be a valuable bowl.
Very
That
good
could be a
positioning,
valuable
that's
bowl,
for sure.
as we know that Alberta can be aggressive.
We have a lot of our counterparts to the left here, the Saskatchewan team. Hello, ladies. Joe Orchart waves to us. It's been very good having them on the team this year.
Wonderful ladies indeed.
Wonderful group we have in Saskatchewan, and I know in most of the other provinces too, there's a very, very tight bond between teammates, most of which bowl together quite often. We have a very tight-knit community here in Lawn Bowls, which we are looking to grow.
Not just province to province, but nationally, yes. We're all good friends. Joe's trying to find that bowl, and a great effort by Joe.
You may
Great
have bumped
effort.
them into
Just
shot.
caught the wrong side of it. If he could have slipped to the inside, would have been a great shot.
They will
Thank
not
you
be
to-
upset with that. A little bit of movement here and there in the head is never bad. Lots of bowls to be played.
Thank you to Michael Allen Patuli now, who's on the camera, taking over for Robert Law, who needed to have a quick afternoon nap.
One of many Blue Jays hats on Michael's head. Him sporting the nice red Blue Jays hat.
The retro red, yes, the Canada Day red, Blue Jays hat.
So as Derek Hoffman struts up the green, I'd like to say we have a whole bunch of great dress wear for purchase for Bulls Canada. If you would like to buy yourself a bunny hug, not a hoodie, but a bunny hug, or a very, very nice polo that Jonathan is sporting. So if you're around Willowdale today, you might be able to check it out. He's looking very fashionable.
Thank you.
They
Lots
also
of other options as well. You can go with
raincoats,
the t-shirt, raincoat, hats. They've got it all there. Go online to their kukri store.
One-stop shop for all your Bulls Canada wear.
Nice bowl by Derek there, just slipped in behind the jack there. And Steve's very happy with that bowl if they're in good position right now. Pat's going to try and change the complexion of this end with a great bowl.
If anyone can change complexions, I think Pat is the guy to do it.
Looks to be narrow, and he's going to slide by everything. Just getting back, Grant, on the options available for clothing. If you would like to stay connected with the Bulls Canada, you can email the office at bullscanada.com with your contact information, and they would be happy to keep you up to date. Plus, when anything new comes into the store, they will be able to tell you, and you'll be able to get your hands fresh off the press when things are brand new.
And that
I
online
heard there's some big things coming, so keep your eyes open there.
also an online store is on the way very shortly, I believe. So you'll be able to order some Bulls Canada wear in September from the comfort of your home in your underwear or in your house coat or whatever you feel comfortable with.
Pat slides by again. So it's going to go to the Sandman, who I think might want to try and match that bull in the back. As if any direct contact is made on Tim's front bull, I think the jack's going to be heading back to Pat's meatball sub bull there in the back.
Those meatball subs have been attracting a lot of attention this game so far. As we throw on Bulls Canada email at the bottom of our screen here. And there it goes.
Sandman strokes it on his forehand. Nice delivery. He likes it. It's got the hand out still. Looks like
Eyes
it's
wide.
going right where he wants it. Is it going to finish? Fall in? Maybe.
Maybe. Tim shakes his head
Tim
in disgust.
does not look like that was what they wanted.
No, it does not.
Just didn't quite bend. Just so close, but yet so far.
No cigar there, John.
Lyle's just turned his hat around already, indicating to the crowd that he means business. And he's going to let it roll on this one. Wow, strokes it on the forehand. He's not light.
Oh, he looks like he's close as he rumbles down the green. Will he get it?
He may have drawn the
not
shot.
quite.
It's very close.
We'll have to see. Tim
Very
Mason
close.
with confidence in his skip, the Sandman, trying to deliver a ball that will change the complexion of this end.
I think the Sandman's going to try and just tap his bowl up or slip past to the pizza bowl.
Over the years, I've seen a lot from this man. Let's see what he can do here.
This looks to be a little wide, though. He's going to wreck on Dave Cox's guard.
Not only do back bowls change the complexion of the game, but front bowls as well, as we've just seen. Steve Santana looking to draw in with Dave Cox, errant bowl in the way. It's very tough for a skip to get by bowls like that, isn't it, Johnny?
Sometimes it can, yes. Sometimes you got to change the path because it's just not there as a skip, and that's evidence right there that sometimes you just can't get around it. I'd like to say hi to my good friend Alexander Scott, just standing behind us right now, enjoying a beverage
Vice skipper.
after his victory this morning. Alex is very excited to play for gold tomorrow.
Are you enjoying the Mill Street, Scotty? He says yes.
He made some great shots this morning, Scotty did.
Great shots, Scotty. We threw out a lot of great shots, Scotty's today. And all throughout the week, we're hoping for some great shots, Scotty.
Lyle looks to be a little bit wide here. If it finishes hard, maybe it'll sneak in, and it will. Great ball.
And Lyle Adams is looking bright eyes on that one.
Dave Cox giving the old flaming towel right there, showing that was a great ball. And looks like we've got a 6-6 tie after 5 ends. Peter Mock's going to bring that mat up. Seems to be the strategy that they like to go with there in Alberta. They used that a lot against us last night, Grant, I noticed.
They sure did, Jonathan. And
likes to move that mat up and then place the jack as close to the 2 meter mark as you can get. And Peter's delivered a nice jack. It's going to come up just short of the 2 meter mark, right where Lyle wants it. Lyle's going to check to make sure that the jack's regulation size and weight. And he's going to put that puppy down. And we're going to start play here in end number 6.
You know, sometimes people try and get the jack changed if they can. Any type of advantage can be gained that way, which we like to try start people in Canada, but you know, other places you just never know.
Yes, Grant, you don't want to have a defunct jack, so to speak, because we've seen things in the past, such as Great Shot Scotty again that we were just talking about. There's actually broken jacks when they're not.
We're going to get Michael Batuli back on the microphone here very shortly, if you would so desire. If he's feeling into it. Here we go. Michael's going to jump on with his brother John right now.
Just a little narrow from Tim on his first bowl of the end. Thank you for joining us, Mikhail. Great bowl here coming from Peter Mock. He's going to just tickle the cat on the way by and slide approximately 0.8 of a foot behind the jack. Tim's going to try and answer. Coming in on the backhand. Not sure that this one's got enough line. Needs to hold. Needs to hold. And just a little bit short and narrow. David Cox is also going to play the backhand.
Getting his very much instructions out of Lyle Adams there.
And some ruckus going on in the background here. I'm not sure what's going down. Appears to be a dump truck picking something up from the club. We apologize if there's anything in the background there. They seem to be heading out now. Nice delivery from David. He seems to have enough weight, and his line seems to be just inside. I think he'll slide by, yes. Yes,
not a bad spot back there, matching one of Tim's bowls.
Joseph Hunt's going to stick to that side as well. Just looking to stroke one down next to the kitty.
Good Joe hunting here.
He's got
Good
some
Joe's
speed on this.
His way. It's close.
And he's going to slip by. Not sure if that one will hang on. Might just slip into the ditch. Oh, just hangs on. There must be a bit of a lip there. Must be a bit of a lip at the end there. Because that had some speed on it and just hit the brakes right at the end. David Cox trying to improve upon his first bowl where he came in a little bit narrow.
I think he's a little bit light here, Jonathan.
He had the line, just did not have the weight there.
As our good friend Duncan Holness has said to us on multiple occasions, if you have the right weight and the right line, chances are you're going to have a good bowl. And if Dave could have just put a couple more feet on that one, he had the right line.
That could be a bit of a nuisance bowl though, Michael, as BC is wanting to play that hand. And there may be some nuisance value from that bowl as they might not be able to slip by. Joe's going to come up a little bit light, which might further gum up that side, which is going to change the complexion of this end.
Comes the Birdman's first bowl of the end. Delivery's out.
Perfectly weighted bowl, just a little bit narrow, likely because he did not want to wreck on those short bowls, Michael. Caused him to change his line, threw it off just a hair.
Yeah, that nuisance bowl as you were talking about. It's now Mr. Kaufman's turn.
With the way things are going right now, Derek's likes to play a little bit of up weight sometimes. I could maybe see them trying to hold through that hole and hit the bowl.
DK, as they like to call him. Do you think that's a Donkey Kong reference for Mr. Derek Kaufman there? Let's see how they like it.
Nice stroke by the D-man there on his forehand. Certainly not light, but I don't think it's going to come in out there. He'll slide into the back and give them another back bowl.
I believe you played on this green yesterday, John. Do you have any insights on what the lines are like on either side?
Yes, we spoke about that earlier, Grant and I, Michael. I think this is a very good green. You know, there wasn't a whole lot bad here. Like if you got outside, sometimes it would hold a bit, but certainly all four hands, both hands each way, you could definitely play on. Makes for an exciting game as all the shots can be made. Pat coming in here.
So no,
that's a nice bowl. That's going to be two. Well done.
Lyle Adams.
I think you're going to see a little bit more weight now as the back bowls are waiting.
There,
strokes it down.
Nice release.
Actually playing with the draw weight here.
He's tracking it. He likes how it looks.
It's a great line. I just don't know if it's going to have enough mustard, but it does.
What a pill!
What a bowl!
Great
Absolutely great bowl. That's one to British Columbia right now. Lyle Adams is studying the head to figure out how he can get rid of that bowl.
Well,
Derek Kaufman might be our early leader for player of the game. He's throwing some peaches right now, Michael.
Yeah, the DK is getting the job done.
Once again, tweet us throughout the game if you would like to vote for player of the game, and the tally will come up, and we'll have an interview with him at the end of this match. And let me tell you, this is an important match, as the winner is going to go on to the men's fours championship final tomorrow afternoon, with the winner of that game heading off to Taga Bows in Hong Kong early in 2016.
Quite a prize for the winners there. Comes to delivery.
Lyle stroked one down the middle. I think he's narrow though, unless he's got a lot of weight, and he does. Maybe it's going to hold to the bow.
Oh,
and just slides through. I'm not sure if
it.
anything's changed.
Opens it up there.
What he has done is he has opened up Derek's bowl, where he can play on his next a shot, hit and stick for four. So Steve's definitely going to want to get a second in there to take that away.
Shot. Getting that second bowl in the head is very, very important for Team BC right here. Steve doing his visualization, getting ready on the mat.
Brad Haas is ready to deliver.
Comes
the
the
Sandman
stroke.
lays down a nice stroke.
Da-da-da-da-da.
A little bit heavy and inside.
Ooh.
It's going to slide past.
It's another back bowl there for BC. Lyle
so Alberta does want to be careful here. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the bow. But if he does get some jack movement, that may not be the best for them. It's
a little bit of jack movement to the back there isn't too bad, as long as it doesn't go too far back.
4-1 back bowls right now, BC to Alberta. So Lyle may need to play a little bit softer weight. He has turned the hat around and show us he means business once again. When Lyle needs some extra concentration, that's what he does.
He sizes it up. And here's the stroke.
And he strokes it. He's got some heat on this.
He's looking
he likes
at it.
He likes it a lot. And he's gotten the cat. And no change. Still one to BC after a rebounding jack. Makes it a lot more difficult though for BC to get in there. I'm not sure there's much that Steve could do here. This Pat's bull will be second shot, less than 2 or 3 inches behind the cat. This may be this case where the ball won't be thrown. Yes, they're going to declare the bull, and that's going to be 1 for British Columbia, making it 7-6 after 6 ends.
Having some difficulties here. Trying to get that scoreboard up for you.
We can confirm it's 7-6.
Peter Mock's first bowl. Looks a little bit heavy into the outside there. Second shot from Tim Mason here.
Great ball there by Tim. Jack high, just no more than 2 or 3 inches from the cat.
Fell over just beside that jack. Makes a nice little target for Peter to come into.
Peter does not like that. He was stomping after that ball. I'm not sure if he got a little too wide. His ball's not too bad, actually.
It's
very
a good
well
shot
weighted.
by Peter. Can't complain when you're right beside it. That's
it's a good number 2.
very difficult to outdraw that one.
Next stroke coming from Joe here.
Good Joe hunting.
Delivers it on the backhand. And he's going to slide by to the back. That's a very nice bow.
Good spot there for Joe.
That's a very well bow.
Now is Dave Cox.
Coxie, as they like to call him. Foxy Coxie. Delivers a nice one. It's a nice
likes
line.
it.
Likes it a lot. Slicks in. Oh, that might be the shot bow.
Lyle
3 bowls now. Very, very close proximity to the jack.
Lyle's not a very emotional skip, and to get a clap out of him, I think may indicate for us
It means
that
you've done a lot. Yes, it does.
good Joe on the mat.
Joe strokes one down. And looks like they're wanting to place him with a bit of weight here, so I would assume that Cox has drew the shot there. That's 1 to Alberta.
That's another one in the back. Maybe setting something up there for one of the back end players. We know Derek has quite a laser beam of a weight shot.
Great news is Tim has now gone and grabbed his Blue Jays hat, so all 4 BC players will have the same hat.
It's confusing seeing Dave in a Blue Jays hat as well.
Might be maybe Dave would like to play on BC sometime.
Perhaps.
Maybe he's just a strong allegiance to the Toronto Blue Jays as well. This one's a spicy meatball. It's quite narrow. I'm not sure this was what Lyle was looking for. He's disgusted look on his face, so don't think that was the desired location for that bowl. Bit of a misfire.
Yeah, Lyle won't hide his disgust on a shot like that.
You always know what you're getting with Lyle. If he's not happy, he's going to tell you. Very upfront and honest man.
Yes. Not one to sugarcoat it for you.
Here comes the D-man, stroking it on his forehand. That appears to be a little bit
A little rambunctious here.
I'm not sure if it's going to come in.
He's a little rambunctious into the back there. BC's got quite a cluster forming. Pat Bird on the delivery here. Looks like he bumped that front bowl to the side there. Next shot coming here from Derek. Here's the delivery. This is an okay looking one. Ooh. Just slides into that head and tickles the bulls. Not quite what he was expecting, but it's exactly what he got. Here's Pat Bird, his second bull.
Pat strokes it down on the forehand. It's going to slide by everything into the back.
Yeah. Looks about where they may have wanted it, because BC could get a little rambunctious here and place some weight into that head. They've got all the back bulls except for that last one that Pat Bird delivered. I think the optimal shot here for Steve is to probably just try and move that jack a couple feet back there. They've got that pile of bulls a few feet behind the head. Looks like what he's trying to convince his teammates to do.
Bright eyes. Just saying hi to my good friend Grant Wilkie as he walks by. For those of you who don't know, very bright blue eyes for Grant. Developed the nickname Bright Eyes.
Steve doing his visualization, getting loose on the
Pre-bowl
mat.
ritual. He's going to stroke one down on his forehand here.
Stroke from Steven.
Looks to be a bit inside. I don't know if it's going to hold.
They're encouraging it.
Needs to hold.
And
A little
just
bit light.
a little light by Steven there. Just a few feet short. Lyle Adams up to throw now.
Means
Hat
business on
turned
this one
around,
again.
means business.
Means business again.
Here comes the throw. It's got some weight behind it.
It's chucking hard. Oh, I wonder what happened there. Can't imagine anything's changed as the two closest bowls still have not moved. But now it's BC with two very close proximity to the jack as
It
opposed
looks
to
as though he
Alberta.
just pumped that meatball in there, and
No, the meatball got knocked out, Michael. The pumpkin.
is the meatball Pat Bird's bowl?
Yes.
Oh,
That's the sub. It's the meatball sub.
my apologies. I was thinking that Steven Santana's Red Bulls were meatballs as well.
Those are the cherries.
Those are the cherries. My apologies.
Another cherry coming down right here. Seems to be a fraction wide. Just gonna bump Lyle's last bowl and slide jack high.
Lyle taking a very good look at his head there. Trying to figure out what exactly to do with his last bowl here. Looks as though he's talking about playing some weight into it, which is kind of a surprising option considering he's outnumbered in the back. But we'll see what he ends up doing. Looks as though he is going to play some weight. Peter and Pat are sizing up what would exactly happen when he comes in on the one side there. And here comes Lyle.
Oh, pump fake by Lyle there. Didn't like something.
Stopped and he's thinking
Heading
about
back
it.
to the mat now.
Looks as though we have a volunteer moving in behind the head, and it has really sent Lyle on a tizzy here. He's backed off of the mat, reset. Comes his stroke.
Stroked it hard. BC must be lining the shot.
And
Looks like BC's going to be lying 2 after that.
exactly what I was seeing there on the before the shot. Wasn't sure why Lyle was playing heavy on that one, because he's outnumbered considerably in the back, and I think that would be 2 shots for BC. We'll wait for confirmation. Lyle's very unhappy with that shot there. Not get the break that he wanted to, but it's how lawn bowling goes some days. Make shots, and the surgery was a success, but you lose the patient.
It makes the score 9-6, heading into end 8.
Tim Mason is a very quick player off of the mat in a matter of seconds. That was actually
business.
a 3 there, John.
Means business.
That was actually a 3 that end for BC, so that makes the score 10 to 6.
10-6. Here comes the Machinator, bumps Tim's in. Tim's now sitting just jack high. Steve likes it. He likes it a lot. And with good reason. What a great bowl. 2 peaches there from Tim Mason. He's taking his claim to an early nomination for player of the game.
He's really been plopping them on the pill so far.
Peter Mock's going to try and bounce back. He's been struggling a little bit early, which was not the case last evening when he had a fine for Hornets against us, Michael.
Yep. That's not a bad shot.
Not a bad
though,
bowl
right
there. Very usable.
He's given
Just 1 foot short of the cat. Definitely bumpable.
it gives his teammates something they can play into to kind of get those cherries out of the head there.
Here comes Joe
Good Joe.
with a bit of weight.
Close here.
Slides to the back. Perfect bowl. That's just what BC was looking for. Very nice position bowl.
Yep, protecting in the back.
Protected in the back with 2 bowls nice and tight in the head. Very nice early start BC here in this end. Dave Cox strokes it down. Lyle does not like it though. Just disgusted look on his face as Dave is quite a bit narrow. Slides out of bounds. Potentially. No, looks like it has just stayed in on the back of the green. Joe Hunt with a look of determination on his face. Delivers a nice bowl.
Good Joe Hunt.
Very
Coming
well
up the
bowled
green.
here. It's going to come slide to the back just as they're looking for. 2 great position bowls by Joe there. Lyle's giving some words of encouragement to Dave. Tells him that this time he can
Appears
do
it
it.
might be open season.
And Dave lays it down.
Here comes some
He's
weight.
got a lot of speed on this.
Can he get contact?
He's in the neighborhood. What a bowl. That's going to be
great
2.
shot.
That's good for
Terrific
2.
bowl.
Great bowl. Promotes his own and bumps out the BC bowl.
Dave Cox
Is now
pretty happy with that
2
one.
2 for Alberta in this 10-6 game.
Hit that one right on the snoot and knocked him into those cherries. He popped the cherries.
Yes, BC is going with 4 cherries in this game, as both the lead and skip, Steve and Tim, are using the same set of bowls. Derek steps up to the plate, looking to hit a home run here on the backhand.
And the delivery.
Looks to be a bit wide. I don't think that's going to come down,
And
Michael.
he's got some pace on this too.
That will give them the best back. They now have the best back bull. It's good news for BC now is they can also be aggressive if they want. As Joe has given them 2 position bulls. Alberta's still going to need to look to come to the back, I think. Pat delivers one down on his forehand. This bull's not going to be light. Looks like it's just going to slide. Oh, he's into the head. Just think he wanted to just slip past. Didn't quite get what he wanted there.
It's one of those moments where you throw the ball you meant to throw and just hits another one.
That's a Michael Patulli position ball right there, Michael.
Yep.
Draw it directly into the head. Got some speed. That bumps Pat's ball back probably to about where they wanted it originally. And still no change in the head. I think it's 2 Alberta currently. Thanks, Bright Eyes. Good friend Grant there bringing me another piece of organic specialty right there.
For those of you that are not aware, Mill Street Brewery is one of the sponsors of the event here. They are a company that does organic beer. Very delicious stuff. Another great bull here by Pat Bird.
The Birdman. Caca right there, as they like to say. Finding the cats.
That could be a 3 there for Team Alberta. Steve Santana indicating he's going to be playing some weight into the head here. Putting his hand in and at those bowls. Definitely going to be playing through them. Steve's got one of the better drive shots here this week. He's been pretty on with his weight. See if he can continue that trend.
I think he'll be awful close here as well, Michael. He could also be a little bit wide and deflect in off of his own
Here
bowl.
it comes. A raging cherry.
He's banged things
takes 2 of
around,
them.
and it's just 1 bowl left in the head for Alberta.
It's a great shot there. 2 for 1 special. Get rid of the 2
and keep your own bowl in the head. Yes. Alberta's in a very precarious situation now, as they're sitting 4 second shots. So you know what the next shot's going to be. It's going to be the Sandman coming in with weight and trying to take out the lonely pizza sub. That's lying shot for Alberta. But Lyle can change everything here with a nice draw into the head. Lyle's playing his forehand, as he'll be able to bump in his bull if need be. Approximately 2 feet short of the cat. Lyle's got a nice line. He's a little bit heavy, so he's going to need to find his front bull. But otherwise, he'll slide just behind. Yes.
yeah. Just a little bit heavy there for Lyle. Look at displeasure on his face right now. Steve Santana going up there. Do you see a way for him to get that bull out of the head without disturbing most of his in the back there?
Yes, Michael, I think he can play quite aggressive and knock it out. He's going to lose one of his cherries in the back, but he'll still be able to lie 4 if he can throw the right bull here.
Yeah, if you can just skim that hole, the hold through the hoe, and get the bow, I think he'll be...
That's the shot they'll be playing. They'll be trying to hold through the hoe and get that bow for foe.
He'll be for foe.
5 if he sticks, but like I say,
It's going to be difficult
I think
to
that
stick
back
for
bull,
5, I
I
think.
think that back bull is going to be going as well.
Thing is, there is that hole, so he could
There he
put
is.
it
He's got
through
the weight.
back hole. He's running after it.
He likes it a lot.
He doesn't mind it.
Oh,
Oh,
just slides by.
just a
So
little
Alberta's going to
narrow.
have the chance here to close the gap and cut it in half if Lyle can draw in for 2.
Another reminder here to get your votes in for player of the game.
Just
tweet
hitting
us.
the halfway point of the match now. So if you've got any sort of early inclination as who do you like, please let us know. Of course, lots of time left, so you need to wait another few ends before you want to decide who to look for. Lyle lays down the last stroke of the end here.
Looks like he might be a little narrow. Got a good bump on Peter there? No, not quite. So that'll be 1 point there for Alberta. That makes it 10-7 for Team Alberta, or for Team BC. So we're through 8 ends now. It's the halfway point of the game coming up here. You have any halftime keys for success for each of the teams here?
Yes, Michael, I think the key to success here is to throw more bowls closer than your opponents for the second half of the game. If you can do that, I think you're going to get the victory.
You think there's a certain player that needs to come through and start shining a little more for his team, or
You know, I think Alberta's front end's not going to be very happy with the way they've played early, with BC's front end kind of getting up on them. So I think that's what they're going to be looking for here in the second half.
Air on the jack there out of Peter. Coming back to Tim Mason. Another friendly reminder here. If you're wanting to get in touch with us here in the booth or have any questions about the awesome cookery store, you can email us at office@bowlscanada.com. Good start here
We'll
by
keep
Peter.
that email address on the bottom of the screen for you here for the next end, so you guys can jot it down while you've got an extra minute. Tim leads off with his first bowl. A little bit short.
Looks like he's beat Peter to the cat. Little touch there on the cherry. Rolling it over a little bit closer to the jack. Comes Tim's second bowl here. Pretty much identical line on those two bowls. Slightly different on the weight. Dave Cox's first shot coming here. Dave gets the bowl out there. Looks like he's a little bit heavy here. That's still a good shot. Lyle's happy with it. It's in the head. Comes a shot from Good Joe. Good Joe puts his bowl in the back there for Team BC. Dave Cox's turn.
Coxy.
Coxy roller.
Cox. Oh, you damn right. Dave Cox comes in with a beauty.
Ooh, that's a nice shot by Dave. Good Joe's turn here. Close here. They like it.
With good reason.
That's
a very nice
shot.
bowl there by
Great show
Cox.
by Good Joe Hunt.
Or Joe, sorry.
It's Pat Bird. Looks like it might be a little bit on the outside. Can he get
I
it
think
turned
his
in
line's
there?
good, Michael. I just don't think he had quite enough mustard to get it there. Just a little shy. Like a 6th grader at his first dance. Trying to ask a lady to go. Just a little bit shy. Comes Derek. Trucking on in. Looks to be a little inside. Could have tapped Tim's bowl up. But no real change to the head. Appears to be 1 for BC right now.
Pat's being asked to play his backhand here. Lyle wants him to push the ball through. I imagine a piece of the jack wouldn't disappoint Lyle either. Any sort of movement on that?
Yes, jack movement is definitely going to favor Alberta here as they have the position. Pat seems to be tightening, but I don't think that's going to give him what he wants.
Oh,
He did just tap in Dave, but I still think it's going to be 1 for BC.
Derek's second here. He's running after it. It's got some hop in his step.
It. Looks to be a little high and heavy though. And slides to the back. That's a good spot though, since that's going to help protect.
He's splitting those two bowls there in the back. It's never a bad spot to be.
Malcolm White just a few greens over, tracking his bowl. Very well weighted bowl there by Malcolm. Playing in his first game of the tournament, a late call up for Team Ontario A men's fours.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you bring a guy cold off the bench like that.
Yeah, he just got the recent call up from the team's AAA affiliate just today.
He's doing his time down in Burlington of the OPL, putting in a respectable showing.
Yeah, they liked what they saw from him, so he's been called up. The big game for Ontario A as well is that they can get a victory, they'll advance to the bronze medal match.
Perhaps Malcolm will get to play in that as well. It's not completely decided yet on the health status of.
Of course, we wish all the best to the skip Gord and hope that he recovers quickly, as that's who Malcolm is stepping in for. Here comes Lyle with his first. He's got some weight. He's banged through. I don't think a lot of change there.
He hit pretty much everything he could have, except for the ball.
For shot bow.
It was definitely a frustrating shot there for Lyle.
He does need to be a little bit careful now, though, as those 2 cherries on the side look to be setting 3rd and 4th shot. So if he loses his bowl, Dave's at the side of the jack there, the green one, could be a big end for BC. So he may not want to be as aggressive on his next one. He only needs to move the jack about a yard to score a few.
Very true, John. You have a good eye for the game. Steve Santana's first ball here.
Strokes it nicely on his backhand.
He thinks the weight is good.
It's awful close here. Oh, great bowl.
That's a good spot.
Great
for it
spot,
right
because that's where you know Alberta wants the jack to go. Seems to be one step ahead of Lyle right there. Putting his bowl in perfect position, just in case the cat was to move. He's now waiting for it. You know, Michael, that's like buying an umbrella the day before it rains, because you know that you're going to need it. And that's exactly what he's done
Very
there.
true, Jonathan.
He's put a bowl in exactly where he knows he's going to need it.
Comes Lyle Adams. Hat on backwards. He means business. Gives the head a look one more time. He's ready for his shot.
And he strokes it on the backhand. He's going for it. And he's got it. Touches the cat. And I believe that's going to be 4 to Alberta. Wow, I don't think you could have drawn up a better scenario there. Steve knew he needed to get to the back there, and he just fell to the wrong side of that bowl, and it could be 3 or 4 for Alberta now. Big
Steve's
shot here for
coming with
Steve.
something though. He's doing that arm pump when he's throwing some thunder.
This could be
Here
a very
it comes, the
important
bullet.
bowl. It's heavy. And he got it! Great bowl. He's doubled out at least 2 Alberta bowls, and it's going to be 1 or 2 now for Alberta only. A nice save by Steve.
It's one of those moments where
When we get confirmation if it's 1 or 2 there, we'll update you with the score. And it was 2 for Alberta, making it a 10-9 game. Peter going for a little bit longer jack.
Quite the turnaround over those two ends there. It was starting to look like BC might have had a chance to pull away, but to give up the 2 and the 1 there definitely changes up the complexion of the game.
Doesn't surprise me at all, Michael. Doesn't surprise me at all. You know, with such great teams, that it was going to be a good game, and no team was going to pull away early. Peter starts us off just a yard behind the jack. Nice line.
Other important games going on over on other greens here. A friend of ours, Cam, the friend, just walked by, and it appears the Nova Scotians, who are fighting for their chance to be in the bronze medal game, are having a bit of a difficulty there. Cam the man is currently down 11-5 to Team Quebec. Did not seem very happy as I exchanged glances with him. See if they can turn it around and change their fortunes and get into the bronze medal match here. For doing some other quick score updates here on the rink next to ours. BC is currently leading 8-3 over Alberta in the 8th end. That's the women's fours. Ontario B is currently up substantially against Saskatchewan B in the women's fours on the end next to that. That is after 8. And beside that one, we also have a game between Nova Scotia and Quebec, and that one is currently 11-10 for Team Nova Scotia over Quebec in the women's fours. We updated you with the score of 11-5 for Quebec over Nova Scotia in the men's fours. Joe Hunt came there, a couple feet behind. It's now my pleasure to introduce another commentator for the afternoon here. We have Mr. Alex Scott joining me.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Nice to see you, Al.
Yeah,
How's
you too.
Your week in Willowdale been treating you, sir?
You know what, man? We're playing tomorrow for the big match, and you guys showed up well. We played good today.
I would agree. It was our most complete team effort, and so hopefully we can keep weboing tomorrow.
We're going to wellbow it. Not sure against who, and that's exciting stuff here happening this afternoon.
Yeah, got a bit of a scouting scenario going on here. Taking a gander at one of the teams will be coming through to play us, so sorry to see if there's anything that we can pick up on and work on it tomorrow.
Absolutely.
They're both playing pretty darn good right now, though. It's been fairly tight heads between the teams. Peter and Tim both seem to be putting quite a few bowls in there early on in each head. Pat Bird coming down here. It's getting close.
It's got
It's
good
a little
line
shy
here.
though.
About 4 feet shy.
Yeah. Mr. Bird has played quite well for Team Alberta this week. Seems to be making lots of saves and conversion shots for them, making life a little bit easier.
No surprise there. Pat Bird playing with Asia Pacific national team in November.
He's quite a decorated lawn bowler.
Most likely playing with Steve Santana. So that's what makes this game even more interesting, Mikey.
Well, you can never complain when either of those two are on your team. They're both top-end lawn bowlers. And I'm going to skip out here for a little bit and have another member of our men's fours team jump in here for a few minutes of commentating. It'll be Mr. Grant Wilkie once again. Here you go, Grant.
Seems like Derek Kaufman has been battling a little this afternoon, struggling to find his line.
Hello, Alex.
Hi, Grant.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going good, friend.
Oh, that's good. It's getting a little tidbit nipply out here today. Wind has definitely picked up and the clouds are rolling on in, so hopefully we can stay out of the rain.
It's a good thing we have this tent, though, right?
Yeah, the tent will definitely help.
Pat Bird, he's same weight as his last, pretty much. Another yard shy.
He couldn't adjust his robotic delivery to give himself a couple more feet. Would have helped him out.
I tell you, when you have a pre-delivery routine, you stick to it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Derek Kaufman looking to change the head here. Probably down 1, maybe 2.
He looks like he's coming up short as well, and he will not be happy with that. About 6 feet short. Michael Patuli's length away.
Yes, indeed, Grant. Michael Patuli is just over 6 feet tall. So that's an accurate assessment.
Thanks, John, for chiming in there. If we had 3 microphones, we'd get him in here all the time because Jonathan is a glorious commentator.
Lyle Adams looking to put the pressure on Stevie right away. Stevie's been making some good shots, though, keeping him around.
He's definitely been stroking it well, trying to tickle the kitty as much as he can, keep his team in it. They've got the lead right now, and Lyle's trying to come back here. Looks like he's a little bit wide.
Played it a little wide. Good weight for it. Probably looking to find that Red Bull.
Just skipped by. We've got 3 in the back now, but 2 in the head. I think they'll stay to the draw. Try to keep Steve the Sandman Santana away from the head.
Enter the Sandman. This is what he lives for. He thrives under pressure. We'll see if he can pull it off this time. If we went down to the Novotel fountain, he'd be pulling that off too.
Stevie Santana really likes to go down there in the mornings to catch his breath and stay cool.
Yeah, he has a good exercise routine. He stays in shape and he just goes for a walk in the fountain.
Sometimes even a run.
This is well stroked here. We'll see if he likes it.
Oh, he's pretty close. Oh, and he just slips by.
It's a nice effort. 2 feet through.
Very, very good effort by the Sandman. Trying to keep his team awake. And in this game, because they're awful close. This game was a tight one, as we would have expected. We've got the Brotherhood, El Presidente, sitting behind us, Roger Smith, keeping the rights of leads everywhere in account. You know, lead abuse is a huge factor in our game. We want to make sure that we can try and make sure that skips know. Johnny is very good that way. He always makes sure that we're respected and that we're confident in our abilities.
And here comes Lyle. He looks well down. Just a little wide though still.
Just skates by, matching
stroke.
Steve Santana's bowl.
You can never really tell with Lyle Adams if he's happy, if he's sad, if he's mad, or if he's overjoyed.
He's a very somber individual.
But you know what? This team has been bowling with Lyle for years, so they must have something stroking for them.
Oh, Steve-O comes a little short.
Steve's a little short. Well, Alberta seem to be picking up their pants a bit here, and they'll be looking to keep it rolling. We have a very close game here. Was that 1 or 2 there, Grant?
I'm not sure. We're going to try and get the word from our wonderful volunteer who's keeping store right now.
Looks like it was 2 Alberta. We now have an 11-10 score in Alberta's favor.
This has been a back and forth match all day long. They've been staying together, and it's really going to be neck and neck until that 18th end where it all comes together.
Absolutely.
That's where they'll be bowling for all the marbles and a chance to face yours truly in the final.
Can't wait. It's been a journey. It's been a battle, but we're still sitting at the top, so can only go uphill from here.
I'm quite glad to be sitting here with my fellow teammates, just behind the TV screen and with the commentary going instead of having a game like this on the line. What do you think, Al?
Yeah, I agree. Looks like we're playing a full-length jack here. That seems to be working for them at the moment.
You know, Peter Mock has been steady all week long. He's really given his team a chance to win every single day. Very steady bowler.
Very, very fascinating stance on the mat, too. It's like a crouching tiger, hidden dragon up there.
He just hides behind the mat, delivers that pizza.
Whereas Tim, he just lets her rip, and it works a lot for Mason, too.
He has a quite elegant delivery.
Here we come.
Just a few feet short.
Well, 3 feet.
Pretty good start for his team. He's been around that area all day long so far. Usually with his first, and on the second, he's very, very good at adjusting and making sure that the second
Peter.
one's even closer.
Could be a little heavy, but he might come in.
Oh, and he picks up the cat.
Picks up the caddy.
Ready in 30 minutes or less. That pizza arrives just on time.
Tim's wasting no time. He's ready to match that right away here.
Slight narrow, but perfect weight. And I
That's
think he
well-weighted
may
ball.
have just done
threw
it.
the shot
That's
there.
one. Gets the approval of his skip. Great ball. He's got to be happy with that. Adjusting his cap. He's now followed his team with the Blue Jays hat representing for the city of Toronto and the Toronto Blue Jays. Trying to keep on pace with the Blue Jays and push themselves into the gold medal match. Here's David Cox coming up a little bit light. He wants to be able to adjust for the second one, give his team a chance. Maybe swallow up that kitty a little bit, give it a little tickle. Back to Domino's Pizzas in the back.
You know who's been very, very overlooked in this tournament is Joe Hunt. Just keeps very level head. Probably keeps the young guys calm, hey?
Yeah, I would agree. He's been bowling for a lot of years, and with pearl of a bowl on this one.
This is very well bowled.
Good.
Well bowled.
He's definitely one of the players that kind of flies under the radar. Talk about the younger crew: Tim Mason, Steve Santana, both national team caliber players. Derek Kaufman, the dark horse, coming out of Smithers, BC. And then you got Joe Hunt, who just kind of rolls his bowls.
Dave comes in just a little light. He'll be looking to do the same thing here. It's been interesting weather all day, hasn't it, Grant?
It has. It's been kind of flip-floppity all over the place. It sprinkled for a little while there in the morning while we were playing. Oh, and Joe with a money bowl here again. What a bowler. Puts two directly on the kitty.
Very well done.
Wow. That is well done. Adjust to the off-center jack.
Could be 2 or 3 there.
Looks like it. Pat Bird. Second most well-credentialed bowler on his team. Behind Lyle, tries to make a difference for his team.
I don't think Pat threw it there either.
Rex on his teammate Dave Cox's bowl as well. He's not going to like that.
BC is riding the momentum this end. Expect Derek to stroke it nice.
Derek Kaufman taking a stroll up the green as our camera is currently unmanned. We'll keep an eye on the head. Try and get you an operator here at any time.
You can see the head right now, so
Francis, can you operate the camera for a second? Can you operate the camera for a second? Well, just turn it and stuff.
We're going to get Alex's sister, Francis Scott, on the camera here.
that's a good spot. Safe spot here by Derek Kaufman.
There he is. There's our cameraman. We're going to get a little bit of a zoom in on the head there. Give you guys a better look of what's going on. It's a pretty good look here.
Pat Bird's looking to rest those balls. He is trailed the jack.
Oh my goodness,
and he
what
gets
a
the
ball.
result. What a fantastic shot.
Really bails out his team there. He grabbed the bucket and started getting water out of his boat, that's for sure. A hole had sprung and Pat patched it. What a miraculous shot. Lyle is going to be very happy with that, even though he doesn't look it.
Alberta holds one right now. Derek just needs to rest it through. Any jack movement is good here too.
Steve Santana giving him the go-ahead on any kind of weight that he wants, and he throws a bullet of a ball. It looks like he likes it. He's awful close. Oh, and he just slides by. Very, very close.
Nice effort. Nice stroke by Derek Kaufman.
Very good stroke. Perfectly level delivery. Smooth roll all the way down.
Well, Lyle will be looking to play into those black balls there and maybe get a little kitty action for 3.
Most excitement Lyle's shown all day. Gives his team an applause as he walks down the green. He's a very reserved man when it comes to bowls, as he flips his hat around and he's ready to bowl here. Lyle's going to try and hammer another one in there. Possibly rest the thick crust pizza. Peter Mock. He's coming up just a little bit short on this one.
You know, the line was good. Another 3 feet and that was there.
Perfect line. Just kind of babied it a little bit.
Awful close indeed.
Very awful close, yes, Jonathan.
Steve Santana's looking to get jack or bull.
Needs to hold through that hole and get the bow.
Can you do it?
He is close. He is close.
Very close. Hold a little bit, and there it is.
He is
What
drawn
a
the shot.
bowl,
What a great bull.
Got a little bit of a rubby rub. Got a little bit of a rub off one of the bowls in the front there, and it's able to flop in with the fortuitous roll.
You're going to be on the Bulls Canada site?
Lyle Adams looking to respond.
Hooks a fair bit wide here. Might be able to get the corner of the pizza. Oh, and he doesn't quite get it off.
Just a nibble of that pizza.
Jonathan Batuli taking advantage of the cheap refreshments around the green here. Joining us back on the round table.
Yes.
More of a square, really, but we like to think of it as a round table. Everybody likes
Stevie's got to be
equal.
he's got to be a little careful here.
He wants to try and get another one if he can. He doesn't want to hold back, but
He doesn't like it this time. Well, Pat Bird's got the measure out. I think he wants to have a quick tape. By the looks of it, though, we're all tied up 11-11. Alberta, BC. Winner goes to the gold medal.
very much a semi-final right now.
Very much so.
Moving into the 12th end.
These next 4 ends will determine a lot of this outcome here.
It's been very close, neck and neck all the way through.
Yeah, the boys are trading off shots. They got everything to gain and everything to lose, don't they, Mr. Wilkie?
Very much so. And currently it looks like this is the best game to have on the TV rink today.
Have some organic.
It's the closest match we have so far. In the women's fours right now, Alberta is down 14-3 against BC. The women's fours, Quebec is up 11-6 against Nova Scotia and Jackie Foster's team. Correction, Nova Scotia is down in the men's fours to Quebec 11-6. Shout out to Ken Jenner in Regina. We are having a grand old time at the commentator's booth, and thank you very much for watching.
Tim's looking to start it off here. He's a few feet through, nice line. And Peter Mock. He's been rolling well all day, and it looks like
He's keeping it going.
he's about a
fairly
yard
steady.
short.
He really hasn't had too many off ends this game or throughout the tournament.
You know, there's two Tigers on this team. There's the Crouching Tiger and there's a LT Gray, Mr. Santana. How about that? Good response by Mason here.
It's a very good observation you made just then, Alex. You could even say that
Peter's not liking this one. He duffed it.
that Peter's bowls also look like Tigers.
Joe's looking to take advantage after that last bowl there. Putting the pressure back on Team Alberta.
As we said earlier, Joe's been very, very steady throughout this tournament. He really doesn't seem to be fazed at all by any controversy. And with his first bowl coming up here, he's on track, but just a tad short. It'll be in the count, which will really help his team here in this close tie. Can't really hope for a better game than this right now, hey Al?
Couldn't agree more, Grant. Here comes Dave. He's close.
Awful
Looks like
close.
he's drawing the shot clean.
What a bowl.
What a nice bowl.
Just cuddles up to the
Alberta
jack,
holds
the
one.
big spoon of the day. Almost resting the kitty. Joe Hunt
Joe looking to follow it down.
making sure to put a little bit more weight. You don't want to be short when there's someone right on the jack like that, so puts one in the back. That'll definitely be useful in the later portions of the end.
Dave Cox looking to throw the same bowl. If he's behind, it'll work out just as well.
Looks like it was a little bit more steamy. Chugga, 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 chugga.
This is
Choo
well
choo
bowled
to
here.
the back.
Covers the back if the jack moves.
Hold. To the hole. And get the ball.
Jonathan Patulli wants to ensure the competitors that they need to hoe, do the hoe, and get the bow, if possible, at any point in this game. He would also like to say that everyone on the rink just now are bright eyes in his mind.
Pat Bird with a smooth stroke here. If he holds that line, he's got something close here. This is a great bowl. Very nice. Still hold the one, but in better position. Derek will be looking to move the jack back and start a new position of the head here. He's well stroked. He's close. And he
gets
just
a piece of
wrecks.
it. I think that improves their situation right about now there, Al.
That's a useful bowl, Grant.
They've got a couple bulls surrounding the jack now with Pat, the eagle, has landed bird right up against the jack. Dave Cox slightly behind. Pat will try to...
And has the eagle landed, Grant?
I think this game the eagle definitely has landed. This one's very, very close as well. Oh. that's a good.
Judging by Lyle's
Good ball in the
reaction, no one's entirely sure on the situation of that bowl, but I'm fairly certain it has some good complexion to it, and we're ready to roll skip bowls here.
I think that ball really helped BC. They have a fairly good pocket to roll into now. Even if they don't get the kitty, they could rest on Derek Hossman's big brown bowls, maybe flop in for shot.
I'm just looking at Jonathan Petulli, our skip, Grant, and after that grueling morning match, it looks like he could go down for a power nap.
He looks fairly tired. He tried to put the team on his back, but was able to rest a little bit as the whole team came to play this morning. Steve Santana throws his first
Santana's
bowl.
throwing weight, coming to the head.
Fairly good pace.
Oh,
just
he
slips
skates
narrow.
right through.
Not
out
even
of
gonna
bounds.
Stay on the green.
He is out of bounds, folks. Slippery slope out there. There's that lone Alberta bowl just sitting there. Level-headed Lyle. He's looking to stroke another one in there and put the pressure on Mr. Santana. I'd like to give a special shout out to the Newtown Lawn Bowling Club, my hometown. Everyone seems to be back home. What a bowl,
Wow.
Lyle Adams.
So it's a
Draws
good
a
second
second
shot, but it's
shot.
going to give them a fairly good pocket to bowl into now. They seem to have the position, the BC team here. But
Well, you know what? Alberta has the furthest back, so if the jack gets clean, they might still lie the shot.
That's a good point, Al.
What a great looking head, though.
I also want to thank everyone at the Newtown Lawn Bowling Club, if anyone's watching, for putting on a great tournament last week at the Under-25 Championships. Here's Steve Santana's bowl coming with some speed. Oh, and he
Wow,
breaks it up. I think they may be laying two here. That is a wonderful
He is
shot.
going to love the result here.
Wow.
Could be one or two.
Could not have asked for a better result.
Judging by Pat Bird's reaction, he suspects that he's down one shot in the head currently.
He's going to try and check the other two bowls to see maybe that second one was able to just sneak in. Thank you, John Seitman, for your great reviews on our commentary today. I'd like to give a great, big, warm welcome and shout out to everyone from Nova Scotia, one of the greatest provinces in Canada. Great views, really good sights and sounds, and a great province altogether with great people. I've made a
Really good
plethora of
sights,
friends.
really good men, really good sightmans.
Great jokes, Scotty. So we have Lyle Adams contemplating where he's going to put his last ball of the end.
I think he's just looking to flop his in for shot. Use the wing bowl outside.
I'm going to try and get a little rub or a little tug off that ball. Try and sneak in for shot. He's
Lyle's
pretty close here.
He is
Can
close.
he do it?
Can he draw around for
Oh
shot?
my goodness, what a bowler. We'll see. Pat doesn't seem too confident, but it may come down to a measure.
He says great bowl. No signal yet on who's shot. Looks like the tape's coming out, and we're going to have a broken tie here, folks. Very exciting stuff.
That tape measure
Semifinals
has
in the
been
men's fours.
through the ringer today so far. I would like to give a really big shout out to one of our sponsors this week, Continental Decals Limited. For all of your deckling needs, it's more than just a print. Continental Decals.
And Alberta takes the shot. Lyle Adams Stroking some bowls. After 12, we have a 12-11 score in Alberta's favor. This is going to come down to the 18th end by the looks of it, Grant.
This is quite the game so far. I'm really enjoying watching this game right now. 12-11 for Alberta, and at this point, it's anybody's game.
Anybody's game.
Anybody's game.
Fantastic stuff.
Fantastic stuff. Peter Mock is going to try to continue his great performance so far. He's really been a powerhouse for this Alberta team. Crouching tiger, hidden dragon in the bushes, ready to pounce on his competition. He'll deliver the first ball, try to intimidate Tim Mason with a nice kitty tickler.
It's a good start by Peter, about a yard through for weight. And Tim just so fast on that mat. Always looks like he knows exactly where he wants to put it.
He doesn't really take much time at all. He just wants to throw it. Oh my, what a ball. Tim Mason is really on his game now. Before we get to Peter's next bowl, I'd like to give a shout out to Mark Satilla, one of the great bowlers from Saskatchewan. You know, he dumps his bowl, but he'll teach you how to roll. Mark Satilla.
And Peter Mock delivers with a response.
What a ball.
Fantastic bowling here on rink 1. Rink 9, excuse me.
Now that's customer service right there.
With a smile.
Delivering the pizza right on time.
Tim's
2 toppings for the price of 1, Michael.
Just a shade narrow. He's going to like the position of that bowl.
Lyle instructs Dave Cox to be here, as he wants him to be through the head, and or at least reaching the head, possibly to Tim's back bowl there. Maybe resting it into the ditch there. They're getting awful close now with that last jack movement.
Dave Cox looks like he's flying. The eagle has definitely landed.
And it's landed a pair of bowls, and they may be sitting 3 now. Dave Cox wanted to take a bite of that pizza, and he sure did on that one.
It turned out to be a good result, but if he didn't run into a bull, he might have been in the ditch on that one, Grant.
He's going to want to make a pretty good adjustment for the next one, you know. The sure-handed and steady Joe Hunt comes up to bowl.
And here comes Joe coming through the head. Appears he's a little wide. And he's going to be in the ditch.
Oh, that is a misstep by Joe. You don't really see that too often from him. He's fairly steady.
Dave Cox looking to make that adjustment. It looks better thrown here.
A little less pace, but he bumps in Tim Mason, possibly for a shot. Wow.
Alberta still holds 1, but that was a fortunate result in BC's behalf.
I'd like to update a score from the ladies' fours for Nova Scotia. They're currently in a deadlock, 1 point behind Quebec in the 14th end, 13-14 for Quebec. Thank you, Anne-Marie, for asking us questions if need be. I know the Nova Scotia ladies are awful close if they win this one to making a medal round. Pat Bird, the anchor of this team, trying to deliver a good bowl here for his skipper. Wants to be awful close and possibly cuddle that kitty.
Birdman wants to leave that alone. Uh-oh.
Maybe costly with that ball. It's such a tight game, you can't really afford to make mistakes like that, pushing the other team in.
Well, you know what? Alberta's done that 2 bowls in a row. This could be a saving grace for Team BC, who seems to be a little off this end.
They want to make sure that they take advantage of this opportunity now. As Derek wants to add another gold medal to his coffers. Without this win, he'll have no hope. Derek looks fairly close here. We'll see about the weight. His line is bang
Looks like
on.
he's coming up about 6 feet short.
Very short. It's not what he wanted. As he throws on the shades, thinking that maybe a little bit of reduction in brightness might help him out. Pat Bird back on the mat. The whole Siteman family is online to watch this great event as Pat Bird's bowl rolls down the green. He's going to try to stay on the green at this point.
Through.
Wow, that was very, very heavy. Not sure if he was trying to remove Tim's bowl on that one.
I'm pretty sure he was trying to take the jack for a trail. Sit 3 or 4 if they stuck with it there, Grant. And once again, Derek is just out. He's ready to roll. And he just skates by.
Almost stays on with the...
I can't really tell who shot up there, Grant.
I have
You have a good look on
absolutely
that?
no idea right now.
According to an inside source, it appears that BC may be lying the shot now. But many things can change with 4 very well bows.
4 big bowls to come from 2 very, very experienced bowlers. Steve Santana, obviously much younger than Lyle, but has been around the block a few times at least. Playing internationally for Canada in multiple world events. We'll see what Lyle can do to start us off.
I'd like to update you on the men's pairs. Greg Wilson and Derek Dillon will be duking it out with Harendra Bartu and Gord Fall in the finals tomorrow. It's going to be a great match to watch for all.
2 very, very good teams.
And Lyle's about a foot off here.
Steve Santana is cheered on by his teammates. They're looking for a big bowl here.
By the looks of it, Alberta might still be lying the shot. This is close here.
Very close.
He is coming in.
Oh.
And he probably gets a result. What a shot by Steven Santana, folks.
He's just able to wiggle the jack a little bit there, and it seems as though he's moved it off to the side to line it up with one of Joe's bowls in the front.
Pretty sure Joe Hunt slipped his captain a couple 20s on that one, folks.
He's going to be by in the first round tonight, that's for sure. So we're going to try and figure out what the game plan is on this next shot for Lyle Adams. He's faced with...
And another update in the men's events. We have Ontario, Daryl Fitzgerald, Mike Wagner. I apologize, I'm not aware of the other person's name, but they will be fighting it out for gold against possibly James McGowan, another defending Canadian champion last year.
All 3 members from the Ontario team are from Heritage Lawn Bowling Club in Ontario.
Just been updated. The final triples team on that Ontario A is Colin Thompson. Shout out.
Yet to meet Colin, but I'm sure he's a very nice fellow.
You know what was shocking this week? The McCarahans, they had a bit of a tough go this week, Grant.
That's really not like them.
I think on paper, you always pick Mac Daddies, but this time they fell a little short and they couldn't quite pick it up.
see what Lyle has in his bag of tricks here.
Well, for the last 3 ends, he's been pulling out nothing but rabbits out of that hat.
It's a pretty small hat. I don't know how he has so many rabbits tucked under there, but he just keeps pulling them out.
And he doesn't like it.
Very poor effort by Lyle Adams. He's not going to like that, as he mutters under his breath to himself. He's going to approaching the commenting table now. He does not look pleased with that result.
BC could be holding 1 and possibly 2 shots in his head. Steve will be looking to draw it right onto the cat here. Smooth stroke.
Oh, he looks fairly short here. He's calling it to run out.
He's yelling at it, but he's
it
come up
runs out of
short.
steam. Oh my goodness.
And once again,
Looks like Pat
we're
is
looking at a tight head.
reaching for the measure, but they seem to know who shot. Looks like 1 for BC. Well, they actually scored a 3 on that one.
Wow, what a big end.
It went from 11 to 14. That's huge. While we have a second as Tim rolls his bowls down the green, I'd like to throw out a shout out to another one of our sponsors, Margaret Winter, real estate agent here in town. If you're thinking of a move, think Margaret Winter. Thanks to all of our sponsors for providing us with an excellent tournament and helping out the Willowdale Lawn Bowling Club.
As I sit here on the live feed, I would like to give another special shout out to Original Organic Lager, providing us with that well-needed break in between games. Great tasting by nature, great beer, lives here.
Hill
Organic
Street
Lager.
Organic. Very well done, Alex. We really want to acknowledge all of our sponsors as they are an integral part in setting up these great events. As we look back to the game, Tim Mason has 1 bowl directly behind the kitty with 1 in front about 3 feet, which has been his way about this game so far. Oh,
Ooh.
Peter Mock, who has been tickling it all day long, just gets a piece. He wishes he probably got a full bit of that cat. As the steady Joe Hunt steps on the mat, he'll try and plonk one on if he can. It's been a wonderful week here. Really great weather. Sask men's fours team was able to avoid the rainstorm that happened yesterday morning. Other than that, it's been very hot and sunny. Greens have been in excellent condition. It's been a wonderful tournament put on by the organizing committee here at Willowdale Lawn Bowling Club in Toronto, Ontario.
We have Fran Scott coming in to say hi from Saskatchewan. She's going to do the next 2 ends here, and I'm going to take a quick breather. So stay tuned, folks. We still have a barn burner going on, and I'd like to welcome my sister, Fran Scott.
Younger sister Fran Scott just coming on the microphone now. Wonderful lady, part of the women's fours team for Saskatchewan. They just had a big win against Nova Scotia this morning. Jackie Foster and her girls weren't able to pull it out against the very experienced team from our home province here in Saskatchewan. Hi, Fran. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm well. Under 25 champion. How are you?
Oh, I'm very, very well. Thank you. Singles champion of a couple years ago. Hey.
Hopefully I haven't peaked.
Oh, not yet. I'm sure you have many well bow to come.
Thank you. So we're just heading off with the lead bowls here. Not lead bowls, sorry.
We're all the way to the seconds bowls there, Fran.
Actually, we're in the vice bowls here, Grant. Seconds.
Fran Scott, a new commentator to the game. She's still wondering about who's playing as we move on to Derek, who will bowl his first of the triples bowls. His big brown bowls will be rumbling down the green, and he's going to try to get as close as he can to the cat. The name of the game here in lawn bowls. Seems like a very well stroke here by Derek. He's going to try and wiggle his way through.
Through.
Gets right to the cat, but just turns past. Almost jack high. Could be good for a second, but I know Tim is currently holding the shot here. With Dave Cox very close behind.
Big Birdman coming down.
Trying to land an eagle feather on this kitty. As he rumbles around the bowl of Joe Hunted. He's very, very close.
Draws the shot.
The
Very
eagle
nice.
has landed, folks. Pat Bird. Kaka is right as I hear the crowd roar.
One of our nation's bests. Big Pat Bird.
Pat Bird does a whole lot for the national team as he is the players' representative to the High Performance Committee. He does a very good job making sure that the High Performance Committee and the bowlers of Canada are on the same page.
And he's heading down to New Zealand in November with the team.
Yes, very happy to see that. Great selections this year. Derek seems to be pretty close, and he just sneaks by with a front bowl. Trying to pump in an emerald of Dave Cox onto the cat. So that bowl is in very, very good position on the jack there, Fran.
Very much so.
It's going to be really hard for the other team to try and get to it. Fairly upweight shot is needed to maybe try and remove it or take the jack off, but BC has very little position at this point with Alberta holding two of the best back. Pat Bird trying to roll up again, but comes up just a bit short.
But could be in the way there for Steve to throw some weight down there.
Yeah, could be a good spot. Some short bowls really change the complexion of an end. If they get in the way of a bowl here, someone wicks off there, can really make a difference in the long run of the ends and in the game. As this close game, anything could happen. 14-12 BC with the big 3-ender last end as they're trying to catapult themselves into the gold medal match against the men's fours Saskatchewan boys with a combined age of 102. Steve wrecks on one of the front bowls, but that may open it up for him a little bit.
Pushes something to the back for them as well, providing it's in, of course.
That's a very good result, actually, that that bowl stays in.
He is going to check the bowl, though. It's out.
Ooh, poor result. Would have been very nice to have a position bowl there, hey, Fred?
Yeah, they have their two sitting just behind the jack, a couple feet. But nothing at the very back, so we'll see what Lyle does here.
If Lyle can get a couple more, it'll be all tied up with 4 ends to play. Back at zeros, and we'll have a 4-end game to decide who wins.
Coming down to draw another one in the head here.
Oh, he looks awful short. He's not going to be very pleased with that.
Nope.
There's a menacing look at his face as he mumbles under his breath.
I can picture him saying Jeepers Creepers right now.
Definitely, gosh darn it. Steve Santana, focused and
Taking
ready.
a run.
The Sandman, can he remove Pat Bird's bowl? No, he wrecks on the front.
Tough to get at that with so
Very
many
tough.
bowls up in the front there.
Be a very, very touchy shot to make for sure. Very good observation, Francis. Lyle Adams is going to try and make it 2 here. It'd be a huge end for them.
Tied up to play on the 15th end.
Again, he is very
Oh, he's-
short. Lyle Adams
Not quite squeaking by there.
can't quite do it. That may prove costly in the end. So the score now is 14-13 for British Columbia. Team of Tim Mason, Joe Hunt, Derek Kaufman, and the Sandman,
The
Steve
Sandman Santana.
Trying to put this team to sleep, put them to bed,
Or at least just knock him down to bronze.
so that he can have a nightcap and push his way forward to the gold medal game.
Big game if the BC boys come through.
Yep. Either way, I suspect it'll be a very, very close match tomorrow afternoon.
I wouldn't expect anything different in a gold medal match.
The women's bronze and gold medal games will be held, I believe, at 9 a.m.
Yep.
tomorrow morning, with the men's rounds starting at 1:30 p.m. So stay tuned, because we will also have a live stream of both of those rounds. I'm quite unsure of the games to be watched, if it'll be the pairs, triples, or fours in bronze or gold, but you never know. So stay tuned and look out on your local social media website to find out further details. Or you can probably check the Bowls Canada site as well, or Bowls Canada Facebook or Twitter pages. So you know what to do. Peter Mock trying to start off their team well. They were playing long for quite a few ends, and now they're going to see if they can go back to a short end with a very, very nice jack to start it off.
Just hanging on. That'll be set on the tee.
2 meters from the ditch. Peter is going to try and crouch his way to a hidden dragon of a bowl here. As he wants to make sure those pizzas get delivered hot. And he's close. Oh, and he just slips by.
Just speeding by a little bit there.
He did stay on the green, so that may help them later on in the end.
Time for Tim to pin one on the jack here for the team.
And he as well seems to be awful heavy. They haven't played a short jack in quite a few ends now, so it may take a few minutes to adjust and get your bearings again. Let's see what Peter Mock can do here as he adjusts his bowl and tries to make sure that it has a clean running surface to allow for an optimal roll. Very good release. He seems to like
Better
it.
weight. Just rolling past the jack.
Pretty good adjustment, but he's still about 2.5 to 3 feet away from that jack. I can't imagine that will stay to be the counter, as Tim Mason tries to best that. And again, just slips by to the back.
Not a bad position to be, though, when you're playing a jack that close to the ditch.
Definitely not. That'll be a good position if that jack has to be moved at some point. At least you have some backing, so Steve doesn't have to be completely precise with his weight. He can
Use the ditch to his advantage.
Exactly.
Taking the jack back.
Exactly. It's been a strategy of Alberta's all throughout the week to play those jacks close to the ditch and bring the mat up, playing to their team's strengths, which seems to be the short jacks. As Dave Cox tries to do his best to get close to the jack here. He looks very close.
Very nice.
Nice bowl. So,
Joe's up to the count here.
Joe's been very steady as we've spoken
Showing
about.
some interest here. Just a little bit short.
We're gonna try and zoom in a little bit at some point here to give you a better look at the jack and what the bulls are looking at. We want to give you an optimal view of this game. As Dave doesn't seem happy with that one, he smacks his hand on the ground after his release.
Seems to have released it pretty wide.
Fairly,
Weight's not bad though.
very, very good weight, but again, about 5 feet from the jack is not ideal for a bowler of his caliber. Frances enjoying herself here in the commentary table.
Francis is a little nervous about the commentary table.
Fran, how was your week this week? Did you enjoy the bows?
Oh, I
And the
always enjoy it.
camaraderie?
It's always great coming out. Definitely didn't have the results that we hoped.
So what is your standing?
It's kind of depending on the other ladies' games that are playing right now. There is a shot that we have a chance at bronze, but it's going to depend on a few other teams to lose here.
Definitely not the position that you guys have been in the past.
No, it's too bad. We also got the bronze last year, so we were hoping, of course, every year you want to go for the gold, and I think we had some pretty disappointing games this week, but had some very close losses as well.
Hey, can't win them all, and all you can do is try your best throughout the week and hope that give you a chance to get close near the end.
Absolutely. And looks like Pat's just coming up short here.
That's not like Pat on the short jacks. He usually nails them right on there.
So Derek Kaufman coming down for his first bowl here. Got lots of room to draw in. And how's your week been, Grant Wilkie?
I always enjoy myself. Toronto's treated us well the last couple times we've been here. Last time the majors were here, the Patuli clan and I won the men's fours as well, so we're very, very happy to be in the gold. Michael Patuli winks at me and yells bright eyes from across the green.
There we go.
Very,
Very nice shot drawn in.
This team is going to be very happy for that.
And the applause is wild.
Now the camaraderie at this event is always top notch.
It looks like
very
Lyle's
much enjoy
kind of
everyone.
gesturing for Pat to take a little run at it here.
A great update from across the green. Fran's good friend Malcolm White has just scored a 6 as the substitute for his Ontario A team, so they take a commanding lead over New Brunswick in their battle to try and get into the bronze medal match.
Very well. Malcolm White thought he was coming by just to watch some bowls and have an afternoon beer, and he got pulled into play.
Oh, what a shot!
There we go.
Pat Bird fires it in to the ditch, which probably isn't the result he was looking for. Now they're
A little
down
dangerous
couple
with those Tim Mason Red Bulls sitting on the edge there.
now. Like you said earlier, those bowls would probably come into play. The one thing about this green is that the ditch board has a little bit of a lip on it, so drawing the ditch isn't as difficult as most other greens.
36 points.
Joel?
So we're just getting a little bit of a score update here on Malcolm White's fours team. It appears that they're up to 36 points, 36-14 for Ontario A in the men's fours. So I'm sure that Lawrence and his team are hoping to catch up some of that point difference.
Yeah, with 2 ends to go, they probably aren't going to come back.
Need 15 points in it, and this should be good.
But the New Brunswick fellows have put up quite a run this week. They almost took down Saskatchewan A.
Yeah, they had a close game against Quebec this morning as well. We saw quite a few runners going down on the artificial green.
Derek Kaufman trying to plonk another one on there, but he is mighty
A
heavy.
little too heavy.
As Lyle Adams will have a chance to throw his bowls. The wily veteran going to rumble down the green and try to grab a point for his team. He needs to at least cut them down. If you can get within about 4 to 5 feet of the ditch, he should be able to get shot. Ideally, they want to score here. Being down 3 with 3 to play is a tough differential to overcome. While Lyle rumbles down the green here to deliver his next bowl, I'd like to acknowledge one of our sponsors here. We have Duca
Experience the best products of banking services in our branches online and for all other mobile devices. They're the credit union that puts people first. Duca. Bank on more.
So Lyle's going here to try and draw the ditch, but a little bit wide and a little bit short. Doesn't quite come up there.
His line was very, very close to that, Jack. But yes, like Fran said, he's about 8 to 10 feet short. He's going to want to add a little bit of pace onto that next
Just
one.
a little bit. He's not looking very pleased as he's walking back to the mat here.
He hasn't been in as good a form in the last few ends.
So Steve's coming up to the mat here to try and add another one in there.
And Sandman has really put on a good performance today.
Always does. Looks like he's just rolling over there.
Oh, he almost got it, but he was, again, quite a bit heavy on that.
It's hard to tell what the count is here. I'm assuming it's just the red ones, but I'm not sure about that black one in the middle there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that is Joe's bowl or if it's
Thinking it's just 2 for BC here.
Lyle.
Lyle's got a
Looked
little bit
pretty
more
good
weight
here.
on this.
Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. Couple more feet, and he might have a chance at a shot here.
Derek is gesturing that BC still is holding the 2 though, so Steve's going to draw in for a third hopefully. That would take them up with a nice little lead going home on their last 3 ends.
Steve can get one more here. 4-shot lead is very promising. He's fairly close here. It looks like he has the legs.
Very close.
And he does it.
Shot John by
What
Steve.
a shot by
Great
the
ball.
Sandman. Again, trying to put his opponents to bed. Give him a glass of milk and say goodnight. 3
And
more.
I'm going to sign off here and hand it over to John Patulli because I feel like I'm pretty horrible at the commentary. So
Francis, you did an
thanks for
excellent
putting up with
job.
me.
Thank you very much for your help with the commentary. I bet you that you were our favorite guest star throughout the week.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I'm pretty sure the people watching aren't thinking that, but Johnny will make it interesting. He always does.
I feel like John Siteman should give us a review of Francis's commentary.
I don't think I want to hear that, but thanks for the suggestion. All right, and we're going to pass it off to John Patulli here to take it over for the last 3 ends.
Take care, Fran.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Brad Az. Heading down the stretch here now, 17-13. 4-point lead for BC with just 3 ends to go.
It was very nice to have Bright Eyes on here to help us out. Before we get going here,
We just want to remind you that there's now just 3 ends left for you to vote for player of the game. So if you could get your tweets in, we'll tally them up and have that interview for you at the conclusion of this matchup. Once again, please tweet us who you believe is the player of the game in this matchup. A lot of great selections. All bowlers are putting on a great display. So if you could let us know, that would be great.
you know, while you're at it, we might as well have you vote for a commentary of the game, and you can vote for who will give the interview at the end as well. John, here's looking at you, champ.
Thank you. Peter Mock is going to look to answers. They need to make up that 4-point deficit. He's delivered a bowl here on his backhand, and he stroked it well. Nicely done. That's a great start. Just what Lyle's looking for.
Lyle's
1
gonna be
foot
very,
short
very-
of the cat. Lyle is extremely happy with that bowl.
Extremely.
You don't see Lyle smile a lot, but he is very happy right now.
He's got a smile ear to ear, which doesn't happen very often.
Timothy Mason's going to try and match him. He's got a good weight. Is he going to sneak past? Yes, indeed,
that
he
is a
can.
huge bowl.
Unbelievable shot. Just riveting action here in the 16th end.
Amazing.
Tim Mason says, anything you can do, I can do better. And he draws the cat clean.
Wow, that is an amazing shot there. Really, really a big bowl for his team. Steve Santana and Derek Kaufman are grinning ear to ear right now in their matching outfits. They look quite fresh.
Peter Mock trying to answer once again. He's got a good weight on this.
And the dragon is
And he's
hiding in
right beside it.
my
Great
goodness.
number 2. That is 3 straight, absolute beautiful bowls.
You thought the dragon was gone, but he was just hiding in the bushes. Good work there, Peter Mock, giving his team a chance in this 16th end.
Joe Hunt trying to keep the strong play going. Matching bowl for bowl here. He lets one go. on his backhand, but it does not look like he threw this one. It's going to come up about 6 feet light. Might get in the way though, so that could have some nuisance value.
That is going to make it a lot tougher for them to get to that red bull.
Lyle wants David Cox to come through with approximately 1 extra yard of weight to find the cherry bull and knock it out, which would move the count from 1 in BC's favor to 3 in Alberta's favor. This is a very big bull. And he has released it, and he does not like it. He shanked that. He shanked it hard to the inside.
Mr. Cox has been struggling all afternoon.
Yes.
And if he wants to give his team a chance, he really has to pick up his game.
I think the wind must be bothering him. It's quite a windy day out there, and the wind has been bothering his delivery as he works on it now behind the mat, just to make sure that he's got his stroke down for his next one. Joe has got some weight on this one. He's not light. He's going to be entering the head here.
Very good ball here.
He's just past Jack
Teammates
High
are
and a little
calling
bit
to run
wide.
it out.
That might even be in the count. That's a nice bowl there by Joe. Dave definitely needs to have an answer here as Alberta is running out of shots.
With only 2.5 ends to go, Dave Cox has to come to play here.
He's thrown it, and Dave has fired another blank. He wrecks up front.
Wow.
Not what we expected out of Dave for sure.
Lyle Adams, his skip, definitely not pleased after those 2 bowls. I'll have to take it up with Roger Smith. Make sure he is following the guidelines for lead abuse, or second abuse falls under that category as well.
Yes, I would envision that maybe he just needs a little bit of a back rub like we do, Grant, when we're not bowling the best. A little bit of back massage, a little bit of holding the pans, anything to get the team back on fire.
You really don't
right
want
now-
to be giving negative energy to your front end. They're an integral part of your fours game, and if they're not comfortable with their bowls, they will not be throwing good bowls for you.
Derek Kaufman, a little bit inside here, a little bit heavy. That
Just
will
kinda
be a
skate
position
through.
bowl, assuming it does not go out of bounds. Looks like it has stayed in bounds. Timothy Mason heading back just to check to make sure. Yes, indeed it has. Staying in bounds. Good position bowl.
Pat Bird really needs to come in big for his team here. He needs to show us why he's been selected for New Zealand in the coming months. He's got to show us.
Pat's
what
got ice
he's
in his
got.
vein, Grant. You know he's going to come through here.
With
That's just
with
what
a
Pat
delivery
does.
like that, you must have ice in your veins. We'll see where he is here. And he looks like he's a little bit wide. He skates by, but that gives him a very good back pull to set it up later on in the end. Derek Kaufman trying
I
to
think
seal
Steve's
the deal.
looking for a little bit of a trail himself to take it away. As right now there's a nice juicy target for Pat, and Pat's not going to miss. Derek likes it. He's following it. He's following it. It's coming in. It's
Fairly
coming
close.
in. And he's just tickled in. Oh, what a great
Very
bowl.
nice bowl.
Just tickled in behind.
Puts
Nice
another one in
shot
the
from the
head for his
D-man
team.
right there. That helps a lot. Pat Bird needs to answer here.
They need a big ball from the Eagle. Pat, like the Eagle, is a bird of prey. He likes to prey on his opponents with good bowls and see what he can do here.
He's
He
tight.
seems
He's going to
narrow.
be rubbing up
Maybe
front,
he can
but
get a little
something
rub.
happened, and he has gotten a result.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder if he's gotten shot there. That might just be second shot. It's going to be close.
Without that rollover, that may have been the shot ball.
What he has done, though, is he has opened up Santana's backhand here. Santana could come in there now and just tickle the kitty, and they could be 4, as they have a cluster of 3 bowls just to the left side of that jack.
That would be quite the shot, John.
Right now, it appears to be a close measure for shot bowl between the pizza and the cherry. I favor the cherry. Santana could even use those pizza bowls to come in. This is a big shot for Santana, and he can put his team in a real advantageous position here in the 16th end. He lays down a very nice stroke on his backhand.
You know,
Stroking
Steve
it
is
well.
going to make sure that he is close.
He
on
likes
these
it a
ones.
lot too. He's still following it. But it's just not coming in for him. A
The green just
perfectly
wasn't
weighted
working
bowl,
for him.
but it just held just that little bit. The door is now open for Lyle, and he's going to try and take advantage. I would envision that Lyle's going to be turning the hat backwards because he means business here.
At any time soon, he'll be flipping it around, giving himself a better angle on the head, as he has many times before in this game.
There it is. He's flipped his hat backwards to show us that he means business here. He's not going to miss this shot.
Alright, he made sure he's got some positive weight here.
He's close. He just needs to hold around the bows and get the bow.
Hold.
And that's another bowl into the
Very,
head.
very good effort.
Alberta now has a bunch of bowls in the head. It's still one cherry. He's just going to want to slide in off of that last pizza sub bowl, tickle the jack back, and they could lie 4. Steve noticed that there's a little bit of a change in the head, so he's going to come down and discuss things with Timothy Mason.
They're looking to maybe play the same bowl here.
Derek Kaufman in there as well. Joe Hunt over top, making sure that everything's all right. Analyzing the head in tight. They look like they've made a decision. The Sandman's walking back to deliver his bow. Very unorthodox that you see the Sandman walk up with his bow like that. But he's on the mat now. He appears to be ready. He's going to stick with his backhand. I think he just wants to tickle the cat back. Approximately 8 inches would be an absolutely great bowl. He could even get a little bit of a redirection in off of Lyle's last bowl played there. If he can just move the cat in behind cover, Alberta will be in grave danger.
The hourglass is about to run out for Alberta if the Sandman can make this shot right here.
He really likes it, although it does appear to be holding. He doesn't want to chip that bowl in.
Oh.
Did he chip it in? No.
No.
He just rests it on the outside.
Wonder what the shot will be here for Lyle Adams. Let's listen in.
I think Lyle's going to be coming down on the same hand there, and he's going to want to be playing some weight, potentially on his bowl. If he can hold through the hole and get that bowl, knock it onto the cherry, that could be 3 or 4 for Alberta, and they would be right back into this for the last 2 ends. It's a very tight end.
Very, very tight head here, as you can see. It's good 8 bowls within 6 inches of the cat. That kitty cat has very good company right now.
Sure, we're going to see the hat switch again here, because Lyle knows this is the most important shot of the game.
This could decide the fate of his team.
Yes, there it is, the hat switch.
There it is. He knows that he's ready and focused. If he can make this shot, they'll have a very, very good chance at coming back in this game. If not, it will be hard pressed for him to win.
While still analyzing it, I'm not sure if he's made the final decision. He's going to go with his backhand. He must think that he can get to his bowl and slice it onto the jack, which would give him an advantageous end, potentially 3.
If he can roll that bowl a couple of times.
He just needs to hold around the bow and hit his own. He's still analyzing. He likes it.
He says he likes it.
Oh, what a bowl!
My
Absolutely stunning shot by Lyle Adams. I believe that's for 4 lollipops, and we have a tie game.
Wow,
Lyle Adams
what a
with the
ball.
shot of the game thus far.
The
you don't
wily
see a lot of
veteran.
emotion there, but there was a big fist pump from Lyle. He's happy with that one, and we're going to have a very tight last 2 ends.
The crowd goes wild for that one, and
I think we've got a 17-17 game, as Peter Mock has told me that it's for Alberta. Wow, we're going to have 2 ends for a chance to play for the gold medal grant.
This is incredible, Jonathan.
Unbelievable.
I cannot believe it. Tim's bowl was very good. It may look like a cherry, but that bowl was the cherry on top for Lyle Adams' game today.
That was definitely in contention for shot of the game, and that definitely will catapult Lyle into contention for being the player of the game as we now head to the 17th end, all tied up. Who is going to emerge here to go and play young upstarts from Saskatchewan in tomorrow's final? We'll find out in just a few short minutes. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
that just for a second it was cutting out? Johnny probably just bumped up. Watch this though, by the way. The sound was cutting out. 2 ends to go in this, the nail biter, which is pretty much the semifinals of these men's fours tournament. Lyle Adams.
And one thing we must now talk about is what another tie may do. I believe a tie will get British Columbia in.
We have not thought about the tie, have we? Let's take a look at our trusty schedule / standings list. Is there a possibility that one other team may be able to squeeze their way in the event of a tie? Peter Mock lines up for his first shot of the game.
It has 6, which would be 18, 19, plus 6, 19, 20. No, it would be BC. No, because BC will have 1 extra tie, so they have 1 extra point. Yes, we have just confirmed BC will make it to the final on a tie.
So this could be very, very important.
Great start
in their
there by
shot
Peter
selection
Mock.
in the last end.
Great shot by Peter Mock to start us off. Tim comes up a little bit light with this. He's not going to be happy with that one, and he'll look to answer with his second.
Peter Mock is definitely another underrated player in these championships. He is a very, very steady lead bowler with 2 powerhouses like the Eagle and Mr. Adams. Peter Mock is
Peter's
definitely
looking to drop another
undershadowed.
one in there. He's going to try and drop one next to the cat.
Peter
Appears
he's
to be a little
coming
bit
up.
tight and light, though.
He's blocking the
Lyle's not
drive
gonna be
early.
too happy with that bowl, but that could change the lines. That could
Could-
change the complexion of this end, Grant.
Like I said earlier, a front bowl can definitely change the complexion of a whole
Timothy
game.
has added some weight, and he's going to slip behind. That's definitely a usable bowl right there. Lyle's now looking for Dave Cox to let it fly on his backhand here and just tickle the kitty and move it just back to the pizza bowl.
All this talk of pizza bowls, I'm getting a little hungry.
Maybe you should be getting the door later. Could be Domino's, Grant.
That would be excellent.
The bowl does not look like it's very well
Again,
on the
for
line, but
another
it's got
end,
some.
Dave Cox is
Yes, it's going to speed to
struggling
the back,
find
so at
his
least
weight and his
provides
line.
some productive value there in the back.
That is
as
true.
Dave missed his line once again. Here comes Joe. He's going to try and get the shot. Now we have the milkman who's quickly changed out after his triumphant victory. He's in his party shirt now. He's ready to go. He's got his Hawaiian party shirt on, and he's going to have a good afternoon.
He just delivered the milk right on time.
Nice ball there by Joe. I think that'll be second shot. Lyle's asked for a little bit of up weight from Dave. He wants him to hold through the hole and rest that bowl. Dave lays down the stroke. He's watching it. He must think he's close. And the bowl is going to be a little bit tight, though. And he's going to wreck up front. Not what Lyle's looking for. Steve giving a word of advice to Joe. Probably wants to replicate that bowl. Maybe turn his last bowl over one. Get it a little bit closer to the kitty. And he lays down the stroke on the backhand, Grant.
This is a pretty nice looking ball here again. He seems to have found the line in this. The 17th end comes up a little bit short, but that'll be a helpful bowl.
Yes, that's another bowl in the head for BC. Alberta still holds the one, but BC has them surrounded right now.
Tim Mason is adjusting his hat behind the plinth. He may not be that excited with how he just bowled. He's been bowling very, very well the last few ends.
That's the team game, though, there, Grant. Tim didn't have his best end, but there's Joe right there to pick him up. That's exactly what you need as a front end. When one struggles, the other one picks it up.
Joe just grabbed the bucket and started bailing water out of the boat there.
That's the sign of a
Sprung a
good team, and that's why this BC team is great. They look out for each other, and they do what's needed. Just like the Alberta team, who's come up with a great shot by Lyle there in 16 to make this a tie game. Once again, 17-17, playing the 17th end. Pat Bird's playing. He's very heavy. He's going to go to the back. It's going to be
Give
best
him a little
back.
bit of
Not what
position
they
in
were
the
looking
back.
for, I don't think.
No, I think they were looking to hopefully rest that bowl of Joe's or probably draw is my assumption. In this
Yes,
situation,
I
I
think
would have drawn.
maybe just the adrenaline was pumping there, Grant, and he threw it overthrew that bowl a little bit.
That could
Derek
happen,
is
but like we said,
Derek's strutting down to the mat now. He's going to pick up his bowl, and he's going to roll. See what he can do. There's the killer Steve Miller walking in the background after his big win. Congratulations to Steve. He's going to be advancing to the medal rounds. Nice stroke right there. A little bit of a bump. Hopefully that doesn't throw it off too far.
a little bit through the head, but that's a fairly good position
It's
as
another
he
good
meets his
spot.
teammate Timothy.
I believe that's 4 seconds now that BC has. They may be making a play on the pizza bowl, and that's the head changes here. Pat needs to get one in there. Pat strokes it on the forehand. He's playing it heavy again. They must be trying to land that, Grant. That
It's a
must be the
fairly
thing.
narrow hand, and he does it.
And they're
Oh,
down
no.
a few now, probably 2 for sure. A little bit of a confusing call there, Grant. They were lying the shot, and I think they got a little bit too aggressive there. One shot is extremely valuable right now.
I believe so as well. I think maybe a little bit less weight was needed, a little bit of a trail, or just a gentle rest. Rest that ball out, hold the 2. But with that kind of weight, you never really know what's going to happen.
The D-man's now going to be delivering, and he basically just needs to replicate his last bowls. That looks like it's the counter. Maybe add a couple of feet tops. He likes it. He's strutting after it.
That looks fairly good.
That's going to be a good spot. He's a little bit heavy, but that's a great bowl, and it might even be in the count. Worst case scenario, it's a great position bowl.
It's very tough to see. From right now, we're going to try and see if we can get an inside scoop on what the score
We'll zoom
is.
in here as best we can here for
Eventually,
you right
when we
now.
when
Get
we
our
see
bird's
someone-
eye view. Get the symmetrics in on there. And I would say as of right now, it is 2 to British Columbia. British Columbia holding a huge 2 points. That would be a great end for BC.
That's what it looks like to me.
So
I think
Lyle's
I
gonna
saw
try and-
Steve say that they just had 1 in the front there earlier, but that depends if Derek's just came into play.
Lyle's now he's gonna be turning that hat backwards on every shot the rest of the game here, because these bowls are. This is the pinnacle of bowls right here. You just can't get any better than this. 1 game, 1 chance. Winner takes all. Goes to the gold medal match.
If you're just tuning in right now, this is the last 2 ends of
Grant
basically
Wilkie
the
and Jonathan
semifinal.
Fatuli here.
Canadian
on the mics.
Championships 2015, Willowdale, Green Bee, Toronto, Ontario,
Rink number 9,
Canada.
3:15 p.m. on Friday, August 21st, 2015.
This may be a monumentous day for either of these teams. One of them which will move on to the gold medal game. And at this point, this looks like a medal round.
Lyle's going to be playing his forehand here. He's come up with some big shots here late. Can he do it again? He did not turn his hat before this bowl. I don't know if that's going to cost him. We will find out.
See if it makes a difference.
You know,
He
he's
looks
got
pretty
good
close. Oh, and he just couldn't
He's turned
hold
his bowl
past
up. That
bowl.
might help. That might make the difference right there. It's
Pat-
definitely going to make things a lot closer. I bet you we've got a measure now.
Pat Bird clapped twice. I'm not sure what that means, but it probably is good.
He maybe have just been using the light bright thing, the clap on. Clap off. I think it was getting a little bright in there. He just wanted to turn the lights off there, Grant.
I'm not sure what goes on behind those shades of Pat Bird, but yeah, maybe it's a lighting feature that helps him to see.
Here comes
he
the
just wanted to
Sandman.
turn it down a level.
He too is going to play his forehand, which is our near side there. He's going to try and stroke it down. I'm sure he just wants to promote one of his 2 bowls in.
That would
That's
seem
all
like
the
the safe
Sandman's going
play.
to be looking for.
Oh, he looks
He
like
seems
he's a
to be
little
pretty
bit
wide, though. Not
Wow.
what he's looking for there.
That
A
held
rare miss
quite a
from
ways.
Santana.
He's been lights out since about the 6th end.
Yes, rare miss, but I think he'll be able to adjust off of that. He saw what he needed here. He just got a little bit wide on his line. That bowl was well weighted, and he'll make that adjustment for the second one. Sandman knows what he did there, and he'll correct it. Alberta taking a very close look now. Looks like it's going to be a measure. I'm sure Lyle's going to play much of the same shot. If he can come down onto his bowl, he might be able to deflect and do a push-follow type shot and get 2 here. Split them in, Grant.
I think that would be the play. If you can get up a couple going into the 18th end, then you'll definitely have an advantage. Then you don't have to
Yes,
just
'cause
score
as-
one for the tie. They definitely need the win to advance.
Yes,
That's
because
what
as we
had
noted,
figured.
A tie here will be to BC's advantage and should clinch them that second spot in the final tomorrow afternoon. Alberta will want to go for the win.
They're going to want to go for the gusto here. Really make sure that they can score a couple. If he can split both those bowls, that'll be a phenomenal shot.
Comes Lyle Adams with the delivery. He's got more weight here. That's going to be enough to bump the bowls if he's online.
It looks barely online.
No, he's just slid by.
I think
little
that would
bit
be
too
out of
far.
the count.
So again, we're going to see the Sandman just try and bump in.
At this
Looks to
point,
be-
giving up 1 or 2 really isn't the end of the world. You can score 3 or 4 is fairly doable. Any
Yes,
more
but
than
you
that
always-
is very tough.
You always want to take the lead going into the last end, but you bring up a good point, Grant. Last bowl is also very important, as no matter what, just like in hockey, the shot's going to be on your stick, and just like now, the bowl's going to be in your hand in 18. If Santana can just get a little tickle on both those bowls, he could even hit them both. It'll be a 2-pointer. It'll be a 19-17 BC lead. That's
would
the
be
shot he's
huge.
looking for right now. He just wants to tickle his Derek's bowl and then on to Tim's bowl. 2 little tickles and it'll be
Just
good.
a small tip of each.
I'm not sure he's got the weight here.
I think he looks a little short.
That needs to hurry.
Oh, no.
Needs to hurry.
Oh, my.
Just a
up short.
little too much.
You think the pressure got
Too-
to him at that point?
No, that was a good delivery. He just needed 1 more foot of running, Grant, and he was perfect. Very, very well bowled, but
Pat,
just not quite. That's one of those things where you have a well bow, but you just don't get what you're looking for.
yeah, for sure. I've been there before. I know you've been there before. Michael's been there before. We've all been there before. As they measure, we're going to do a quick interview with Malcolm White as he came in at the perfect time, and he shakes his head. But here
Malcolm,
he is.
come on in.
Malcolm White, thank
Just
you
give us
for
a quick
joining
few
us.
quick words
Let's give you a
about your
couple few words on your win.
surprise introduction to the National Fours. Thank you, Malcolm, for joining us. I know you weren't expecting to come here to play today. Can you give us a little bit of insight as to what you felt there? That was very surprising just to come in there and all of a sudden, basically the lawn chair quarterback right there coming in last minute. And I saw that your team put up about 40 points. That might be the highest score I've seen all week. Must have been you that had the gusto to give the team that extra push.
Well, first off, you got to thank the team, right? It was all, I was just there helping them out. And they'll be good to go tomorrow for the bronze. So, it was fun to get in. I wasn't expecting it. And, it was a good day.
Malcolm will just quickly update the score. BC scored the one on the measure there, so it's now 18-17 coming home. But Malcolm, do you know if you're going to be playing tomorrow now in that medal match, or is it kind of a short-term illness for your teammate?
Well, you never want to announce the lineup early, so we'll go undisclosed injury right now, and we'll wait to game time decision.
Malcolm, can you give us, is it an upper body injury or is it a lower body injury? Do you know the extent of the injury? Has he gone in to see a doctor? Will an MRI be needed?
It's upper body. It's I believe, upper body injury, but we don't want to give too much more information, right?
We'll list him as day-to-day. Thank you, though, Malcolm, for stopping in, and congratulations on that huge victory. Tim's first bowl of the 18th end there. Nice delivery. Comes up just a foot and a half short. That's a nice bowl. That's what you want to see.
All right, again, thank you, Malky Malk of the Funky Bunch. You came in when you were needed, and we'll see if you're here with us tomorrow.
Peter Mock's going to try and answer. Looks to be fairly well weighted. It's all on his line now. And a great
Crouching
bowl by
Tiger
Peter Mock.
jumps out of the grass and pounces on an opponent
right on
in
the kitty.
the biggest point of the game as Derek Coffin walks by with a look of pure focus and determination to win.
Tim delivers. He had great line on his first. He's just going to want to add that extra 2 feet, but it looks like he's gotten a little bit of a duff out there, and it's a little short. Great line again, but he just didn't quite have enough gas on it.
He's not going to be very happy with that one. He wanted to finish off well, and he's stroking his hair right now, pounding on his leg. Really, really disappointed in that one.
Peter Mock's going to want to join it too now, as Alberta really needs the 2 here, as 1's not going to be enough. They want the 2 for the victory.
If he can get this one in, their team will have a great chance.
But Peter too has done a little bit of a duff and came up a little bit short. Could be the pressure of the situation, Grant, as it doesn't get any bigger than this.
I've definitely
one
been
end,
there.
1 chance to win, 1 chance to go to the gold medal match.
1 opportunity to make a difference.
As Eminem says, if you had 1 shot, 1 opportunity to change everything,
Would you grab it?
seize it?
Or just let it slip.
Joe's palms are sweaty, his knees weak, arms are heavy. There may even be a little bit of vomit on his sweater already. His mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready.
And
He
we'll
just
watch
dropped
his
his
bowl.
bowl, and it's coming down.
We'll see how it ends off here. Thank you for the wrap, John.
Very nice.
Comes
Very
up
nice
a little
bowl.
short again, but
Not that
maybe
short.
all
That was
right,
less
you know,
than 2
just-
feet.
yeah.
That's a good bowl. He makes the small adjustment on his next one. He might be right on the cat. Mr. Cox now is probably going to want to slide just past the cat here on the left side. He's going to be playing his forehand. And he
With
lets
one
down
of
a
the
nice-
opposing team's bowls right on the jack, you want to make sure that like you get a good tester at first, you get a good idea of the weight, and then plonk that one on right after. You don't want to give him any opportunity to take it away from you.
Dave comes up short there, not what Lyle's looking for. Lyle's looking for a back bowl.
He wants a little bit of an opportunity to maybe score more than one because, again, if BC can tie, they'll move on to the gold medal match. Alberta really, really needs a win here, or else they'll be playing for the bronze. Joe is taking a very long time on the mat. He has to make sure that he is focused and ready, prepared for this next shot. As
Quite
this
the
could be-
crowd is gathered, Grant. You can see everybody knows the gravity of this situation.
There is at
And we have
least
approximately
300 people in the crowd
fans
right now.
watching this match.
Everyone from the
Capacity
greens is
crowd.
watching.
Steve
Joe.
likes it. He likes it a lot. Oh, great
he
bowl.
just
It slides
slips
just
by.
past.
That
That's
is
a great bowl.
Great position. And now Lyle and his team are just going to have to bowl a ball within a few inches to try and score two.
Joe coming up big there in the 18th end for his team, giving his team the chance. Dave is thrown quite heavy on this one. Is he going to run into something or just slide to the back? That's interesting. He gets a little wick and comes to the back.
He's lucky he hit the crouching tiger in front because he would have almost taken his partner right off the jack if he would have
Yes,
missed.
that was a dangerous bowl indeed.
Very dangerous.
Dangerous bowl. Here comes the D-man now. I think he's just going to try and lay down a nice stroke here, much like Joe did. And if he can get a little bit of bend, he might even be able to draw it clean.
If he can tickle the kitty now, their team will be in a really, really good spot. One bowl could seal the deal for BC.
Nice stroke. Playing his backhand. Looks to be heavy though. I think that's just going to slide by and go into the back. Could
Yeah.
be useful though, especially if it gets to the best back bowl, and it has.
Not a bad spot indeed.
Lyle's not going to be able to play weight now in case he needs to on his last. Lyle's heading up to talk to his good friend Pat about what they need to do with these next 4 bowls. These are, these are the 4 most important bowls of the season for them.
Lyle is ensuring to Pat that he only needs to draw with it a couple feet. He'd like to probably get that one behind the crouching tiger to protect himself from any kind of sit or takeout from the other team. And again, they need 2 points to
As you can
finish
see,
it
it is
off.
still 18-17, 18th end. It's going to be a very, very important bowl. Malcolm White behind us signing autographs now after his early performance.
Sean.
And a nice stroke by Pat on his backhand. It's close. Lyle likes it. If he finds that back bowl, could be good, and it just slides by. Good effort, though. Good effort. Derek's going to want to slow it down a bit here. Don't think he needs quite that much weight. BC's just looking for the perfect draw.
Pat Bird is maybe feeling the pressure here. He was about 6 feet heavy.
He's close.
Just make sure to get
He's awful
right on the
close. He
jack.
can bang that on the nose. That'd be a good bowl. That's not a bad bowl. He's pushed his bowls in
fairly
for second
close.
shot. BC may be trying just to protect the one here, as we know, because a tie is very important to BC here. Tie is really as good as a win for them.
If they can manage to get out of this game with 1 more point, they'll be laughing. Tomorrow afternoon for the gold. Lyle says he's close. He may have come up a little short though. A little bit more flick of the wrist and that would have been right on the kitty. Sitting beside the crouching tiger. Peter Peter Mock delivered his pizza right on time. 30 minutes or less. Exactly where Skip needed it. 2 toppings for the price of 1. Extra cheese and extra sauce on that. And he's giving his team a chance to win.
Steve's now got that bowl, though, that was just promoted of Joe's off to the left of the cat that he can use to get the shot bowl here. He can get a little bit of a wick, or he can just catch the edge of the bowl and shoot it towards the jack. So I think you're going to see the Sandman come with a little bit of extra weight, not more than a yard, and just bump in off that bowl.
The Sandman trying to put his opponents to bed here, trying to tuck him in and give him a glass of milk.
He's giving it a chance.
Can he do it?
He's giving it a chance. Oh my
what a
goodness,
shot
what
by
a
the
bowl by
Sandman.
Santana. That is the
Steve
shot of the match right
Santana.
there. They are now lying 2 with a perfect draw from Santana. He's tickled the cat back to his back bowl, and it is 2 in favor of British Columbia. They are sitting the game.
What a shot, John. That was just incredible. With the team on his back, he runs down the green and delivers a perfect shot.
I'm shaking after that. That was one of the best bowls I've ever seen in person. Taking the magnitude of the situation, I can't believe that shot. Absolutely majestic bowl right there.
Quite brilliant.
One of the best bowls you're ever going to see. Can Lyle match it, though? Lyle created some 16th end magic in this direction. He's going to be looking to create some 18th end magic now.
I think Lyle Adams can still get to that jack. If he can trail it just a tad to his 2 back bowls,
yes, Lyle
he
does
may
have
be
the
able to
position.
get the win. He is definitely a high-pressure bowler, and he's been around the block. He has the ability to make the key shot in a key situation.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that Lyle's got. He's still Lyle from the block. Here it comes. Lyle strokes it.
See it.
Does not look too
I don't know
happy.
if he likes it. He's fairly
must not
short
be
on
good.
this one, I believe.
Yes, he shanked it up out front, and that may block his. That actually may block his hole. BC's just going to want to play back one now, I think, unless they can block that, plug that hole. Because Alberta needs to find a way to tickle that cat back about 3 feet to where Tim's standing. That's the danger area. They're going to want to try and find to get a. BC's going to want to try and find a way to get a bowl there.
So for those who can't see it right now, there is 2 bowls of Alberta's about 4 to 5 feet behind the jack currently, and Lyle is looking to probably trail that jack into those 2 bowls for 3 and the win. Currently, Steve is going to want to draw a position bowl right in between those 2 would be ideal to prevent him from stealing it away from him. Steve Santana has been here before. He knows the magnitude of the situation, and he is going to deliver the best bowl possible to give his team the chance to win.
Sandman strokes it on the forehand. He's stalking it. It's a little bit light, but that might block the hole. Is he going to block the hole? Is that going to block the hole? He's drawn another in. I'm not sure if that's what they're looking for, though.
He shakes his head. I don't think that's what he was looking for. He's opened the door. The door has just creaked open, and there is a crack showing for Lyle Adams to try and bust his way in.
Lyle Adams
to the
knows
gold
what he
medal
needs
game.
to do. He's turned the hats backwards. He means business.
The backwards hat is the business cap from
Lyle's
Lyle
going to
Adams.
be playing just
Let's
a
see
yard
what he
away,
can
and
do.
he's going to want to find the kitty.
Quiet,
If
please.
he finds the kitty,
from
Alberta will
the
be
crowd.
going to the gold medal match. He's let it go.
He's got
He
more weight
likes
now.
it.
He's running after
He likes it.
Oh,
He likes it a lot.
he really likes it. Can
He
he
likes
do
it.
it?
And he's done it.
my goodness.
Alberta has won the
Lyle
game.
Adams has just
Lyle
made the
Adams
shot
has
of the
won the
century.
game on
My
the last
goodness.
bowl.
The
You never see that,
humanity.
folks. What a bowl.
What a
Lyle
shot
Adams, the
by
grizzled
Lyle
veteran,
Adams.
wins it on his last bowl.
My
Lyle
goodness,
Adams
Jonathan.
with 2 absolute
My
dynamite
goodness.
bowls on the 16th and 18th end. And
The
Alberta
crowd
will be
is
going to the
shocked
gold medal
and
game.
appalled right now.
What a bowl by Lyle. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen.
The final
Lyle
score,
Adams does
20
it
to
once
18.
again. A 20-18 final. Alberta wins on the shot possibly of the century. Lyle Adams holds through the hole and gets the jack.
I believe that we know who our player of the game is, Jonathan, and we're going to try to get Lyle over here for his post-game analysis. That was purely incredible.
Yes, Grant, we'll let you go and try and talk to Lyle, and hopefully we can get him over here for an interview.
I am going to talk to him right now. We will get him over here, and we will get him on the radio.
Well, we're both tied. I don't know if we'd probably second.
John, do you want to do the interview?
Yes. And we've just tabulated the results for our player of the game voting. And the winner is Lyle Adams. Needless to say, that was not a hard decision after that tremendous bowl by Lyle. 2 absolute dynamite bowls by Lyle, one in the 16th and one in the 18th end, to win the game for his team. And they advance to the gold medal game. Lyle's just getting some hugs and some congratulations from his friends. But he's going to come over here and join us live.
Perfect trail through the hole. Well, that'd be an awesome, like, Instagram video. Oh, yeah. Should we just turn it around to here? Just come take a seat. Should you take a seat?
Lyle, come on in. Come take a seat. Congratulations, Lyle. Those were 2 of the most pressure-packed bowls I've ever seen. I think you need to turn your hat around. We were calling it the rally cap, and that's what we were calling it. Every time you needed to have a big bowl, you turned that cap around, and it was like you were magic. Congratulations, Lyle. That was the best shot I've ever seen on the 18th end. You won it on your last bowl.
Thanks very much.
So what can you tell us about today's game?
The greens were sticky but pretty true. We were playing shorter ends earlier on, and then the BC team came at us very hard and was playing some really solid bowls close in. And then we lengthened it out, and as much as we really like shorter ends and faster, it seemed to work for our team. And our lead, Peter Fong was just awesome the whole game. He just kept pressure on the BC team, and I think that was the big difference. The middle ends, there was a lot of good shots made, missed. I had a lot of good opportunities and was coming narrow on a lot of my bowls. But as the game went on, I seemed to get loosened up more, get out to the line a little better, and had my bowls finishing. But it was an exciting game to play.
Oh, it was an exciting game to watch. And what can you tell us about the 16th and 18th end there? You made 2 amazing shots, both ends, huge conversion shots, changed the game right there. Not for those 2 bowls, this would have been much different.
On the 18th end, I thought we were set up pretty well for forehand shots coming in, and Pat was just a little long and a little short. We're sitting good. And then BC made a brilliant shot to move it. But when he did that, it opened up a really good path for me to the jack, and we had all those back bowls sitting right there. So it was a matter of get the bowl up on line and let the gods take over. And I was really disgusted with myself on the first bowl that I didn't really swing it well and get out to the line. But it didn't worry me. I knew exactly where the ball would go. Just make sure that you're up on line and it would track in there, and we might get lucky.
And lay down a lucky stroke.
And I understand we play Saskatchewan and you tomorrow.
Yes, that's going to be quite the matchup. Hopefully
2 neighboring provinces going battle. That could hardly be better.
Yes, it's going to be a great time. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And congratulations on winning player of the game today.
Oh.
Another tremendous performance. Those 2 bowls, 2 of the best I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliments, and we'll look forward to playing you in the final tomorrow.
We'll see you then.
Bye for now.
Thank you, Lyle, for joining us. This is Jonathan Batuli signing off here from the Willowdale Lawn Bowling Club Nationals. We'll see everybody tomorrow, where both the women's and the men's games will be streamed. Stay tuned to our Twitter feed to let us know which games you want to see, and we'll do our best to accommodate. Thank you.